What is up, Michigan Nation? It's your boy TJ Ronin. Get at me. I got Johnny Olden in the house, riding shotgun. Let's go, bro. You ready for another show?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This news is getting good. It's getting good over here.
Yeah, shit's hot, bro. All right. So this is the call-in show. We do the damn thing. I will drop the link in the chat. You guys want to call in? Let's talk some ball. I don't care if it's recruiting. I don't care if it's next season. I don't care if you want to make fun of Sparty or Buckeyes. We're here for it either way. So get at us. Let's do the damn thing. We'll try and keep the calls to like 5 minutes and keep the train moving. But as you guys know, this is the call-in show. For every $100, we'll go an extra hour. And let's have a night, boys. There's a lot of exciting momentum and news going on. And Johnny, what's your thoughts on what we're seeing with all these commitments this week, especially some big commitments too, man?
It's a big time big time moves being made and big time jump in the recruiting. And we needed it, honestly. What were we, like 35 and jumped up to like 15th?
So, yeah, we're 15 right now.
And I was saying this on Maze's show the other day, that the fact that we lost Harbaugh, we were all kind of worried you lost that coaching pedigree. But what you gained in Sharon Moore was a young black coach that's ready to get active in recruiting and knows how to build those relationships. He doesn't mind burning the midnight oil to get these recruits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. So, well, I mean, look. Well, to your point though, like Sharon Moore, bro, he's just a good recruiter. Like we talked about it, I think Tuesday. Sharon Moore, Lamar Morgan, Lou Esposito are freaking elite recruiters, man. And yeah, it's just crazy, bro. Like they got it going. Like they got it going. And then not only that, it's not even just that, right? It's a full team effort. Because then you have what's going on with Sean McGee. Sean McGee is very good at this. Like he's very good at budgeting the roster. And then not only that, the collective's on board. Not only that, the donors are on board. Like I think we all saw like the Leicester family just donated. What was it? Let me just confirm. I think it was 6 or 8 million to the program. That's going to go not only to the football program, but also the facilities. Like,
that facility is amazing already.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to find the article. Fuck, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. But regardless, but I want to hit on Kinetic's point here. So I had 2 people come at me on Twitter, which I don't understand what the saltiness is all fucking about all the time. Like, look, I don't claim to be an insider. I do not claim to be an insider. I'm an analyst, bro. Like I analyze the football team. I analyze recruiting. I give my takes. And from time to time, Johnny, we get info. Now, sometimes that info is directly to us. Sometimes that info is in group messages we're in, whether it be text or DMs. And that's how it goes. And one thing that blows my mind, I do want to address this. I've been thinking about it because it's annoyed the shit out of me, dude. I don't know if it's like people who just like live on 247 or live on 3. I don't think they realize Michigan recruiting is bigger than those 2 sites. Okay. Like there are so many side chats going on with people who have fucking ins, bro. And there is information that is shared from time to time. Now, it's not always like I don't have an in on every recruitment, bro. No, it doesn't. Sometimes I'm observing it as much as you guys are. But then there are recruitments, like there's one right now, which I can't speak too deeply on. It's major that guess what? We got him. We fucking got him. But I can't speak any further on that because I was told not to. And that's what that is. So I can't give away those exact details. But what I can do is when it happens, I'll share the fucking text. I obviously have to block out my source's name, but I'll share it. I don't give a shit. Like, well, I mean, yeah, no, I will. I want to make sure it's good, but I will. And you know, at the end of the day, like it's just to me, bro, I don't understand the saltiness. Sometimes I feel like people are just upset at others because others are doing well in a space or whatever. Like it's just silly to me, bro. Like look, if we are getting info from a Sam Webb, or if we're getting info from a Steve Lorenz, or if we're getting info from I tell them all the time, hey, shout out to EJ Holland, shout out to Ethan McDowell, shout out to, we give our credits, bro. We give our credits. Like I'm not trying to fucking knock nobody's hustle, dude. And at the end of the day, like I'm saying, like for example, I will simply say this because me and Johnny were talking before the show, and I'll just say it now before anyone asks me because I'm sure someone's going to ask me. Yes, one of the big three is committed is a silence in Michigan. That's as far as I'll go with that, though. One of the big three, and I'm sure you can put the pieces together on who those big three are. There's three guys who are major cornerstone players for this class. One of them is a yes right now. Okay, Michigan, but I was told to wait until it's officially official, and what I mean by that is a public. So that's why I'm not saying a damn name on it at all. Okay, but I just wanted to share it because it's exciting ass news, guys. You know what I mean? Like it's big time, and it's only one of many other recruits. Like I told you guys, Hayes Fawcett put out that four. It's more than four. It's been more than four. Marky Walbridge was one. It's more than four. I don't know if that's like just the four that have contacted him for graphics or what. I don't know, but it's more than four. So. Like I got it at 6. Now it's possible it's 7. It's possible it might be 8. I don't know, but I'm aware of 6. So it's happening, you know, and like I don't know, it's just amazing. So I just wanted to hit on that. It is what it is. We'll see how it goes. And then let's give a shout out here to AD $4.99 super chat. Go blue, brother. You already know the deal. And actually, you're up next. You're next, brother. We'll talk to you in a moment. Johnny, any thoughts before we get to our callers and we start talking some damn ball, bro?
Now let's get to it. Let's get into it.
All right, let me update the ticker. We'll pull AD up. We got 2 other callers. We'll get you guys there. All right, we got AD up. Let's do the damn thing. What up, AD?
What's good, family? How we doing, man? Is this a great time to be a Michigan Wolverine or what?
Yes, sir.
Great. And my boy Juju, shout out to you, bro. Juju knows what I'm talking about, by the way.
Did you see what Hayes dropped like 5 minutes ago?
No. Let me look.
I didn't see it.
Go look what he just dropped, man, for Michigan. Check that shit
out.
Let
me see. All right. I wonder if it's what I know. Let's see.
I think I know which one it is. Can I guess? You don't have to confirm it or not, but I think it's Hyder.
Hold on. 6 minutes ago?
Yeah, like 5-6 minutes ago, Hayes, something like that.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's.
I know. You can't confirm. It's all good.
Well, no, I'm not saying shit on who it is. I just can't, bro. I can't burn my guy.
No worries.
So this is what Hayes just put 6 minutes ago. I don't know. I don't know who this. You know, this could be anybody.
Can you tell me when you found out?
When I found out, like the tweet that I had. So here, I'll share the tweet so everybody knows what we're talking about. So the tweet that I had was, let's find it. I post a lot, so forgive me. Shit, I do post a lot. Where is it? All right.
It's almost like you're a Michigan fan or something.
Yeah, it's almost like I'm really into this football team, huh?
Yeah.
So all I'm gonna say is, if the text I just got is true, then, and it is, bro. And just so you know, it is true. All right, so I'll share this too. I had no names. I had an individual from 247 DM me, okay, last night, and he goes, "You heard too, huh?" And then I told him what it was, and yes, boys, it confirmed, dude. So true fucking story. It's real. So I don't even give a shit. Anyone wants to fucking hate, do you, bro? We'll do us. Anyways, yeah, dude. So I don't know. Whatever Hayes, maybe Hayes, I don't know. It could be, dude. Like that's the thing is like Michigan is so hot on the trail right now. Dude, it could be a number of kids, bro. There's just so many. Like I did a video. We're at like what 14 right now, guys. We're only 10 away from what most would consider a full class, and I'm aware of 6. This thing could be, I don't know. Like, part of me feels like this thing's about to be filled up by August, the way it's just trending, because all these kids are committing in the next 3 weeks. Malachi Lee's tomorrow. And just full disclosure on that, I made a video for Malachi Lee today because I'm going to be gone tomorrow. Okay. So just understand when that video goes public tomorrow, I made it today. Because we're good. It's good.
So how high do we think this class gets up to? Top 10, top 5?
If we get 3 out of the 3, it'll be top 5.
I'm at like 6 to 8 right now. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I got to see what the numbers shake out. I got to see what the numbers shake out.
What, 15 right now?
It's so hard to get top 5 though. That's why it's just so difficult, man.
We went from 39 to 15 in like 2 days.
I know. Yeah, I know. And we're gonna go up to like probably 11 tomorrow. Well,
what do you think, Johnny?
I think it's possible to get 5, depending on you. It's really that if you get a 5-star, it's gonna boost you up a hell of a lot.
Yeah, this doesn't look like your prototypical Georgia class either. They're not getting like the crazy talent like it. Texas and Notre Dame are the ones who are blowing up right now.
They kind of are, but would you not say we're blowing up?
Well, we are, but I mean, like what are the obviously okay. I think we got Hyder. We're getting Malachi Lee. We're getting Dorian Barney, and
Travis Johnson.
That'll help as well. We'll go up from that. Yep. I know we have more commits than that.
Markel Dabney.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just saying like guys who would like increase the he wouldn't increase the rating that much. But no offense at him. No shot at him or anything. But
be respectful.
I know. No offense to that guy, man. My bad.
Yeah, but yeah,
because we had 3 stars. Like Haskins is a legend at Michigan, man. He was like a no-star, man. Ronnie Bell. We get some good project.
Wasn't Kenneth Grant like a 3-star, man? I mean, look, I listen. I like our 3 stars. Like I think Jalen Pyle, Tariq Bonnie. All right. The one. All right. Full transfer. If there's the one player I'm like, is that running back we got?
The one we just got, like,
yeah, I'm not like in love with it.
A couple of days ago, almost.
Solid. I'll play his huddle tape. I mean, he has ability. Like he shows like he can like break it, but like his entire huddle is like him not being touched. Here, I'll pull up his huddle, and then we got a bunch of callers. So Eddie, we're gonna have to keep moving here. I got Homie Doesn't Play coming up. I got Cortez and I got Juju.
Please, go ahead. I'll step down, man.
Appreciate it, brother.
What's up?
What up? Give me some final thoughts, man.
Oh, man, nothing, man. Just want to chat. I'm sure you got 50 callers coming in, man. Appreciate the time as always. I'll send another super chat before the end of the night, man. Hope you get many hours, lots of money. Blessings, everybody. Go Blue. Salute to everyone. Johnny, you're awesome. TJ, you're awesome. Best show out there. And have a good night, boys. Keep doing your thing.
You, all right,
appreciate
go Blue.
Go Blue.
What, did someone just commit? Let me know.
Is there another one?
It might just be one of those projections. All right, let's get our next caller. We got Homie Doesn't Play. What's good, dog? You ain't playing. What's good? You muted? Oh, you're muted, my guy. I'll unmute you if I can. I can't unmute you. You gotta do it. What's
go
good?
Blue.
Go Blue, brother.
Go Blue.
Yeah, I was just tapping in. I wanted to put a face to the name. I trolled a lot, so I didn't want nobody to think I was AI.
Fair enough.
I didn't want nobody to think I was AI, so I just wanted to put a face to it. But I troll a lot, and I go on a lot of Ohio State podcasts, and I hear them talk about, the cheating that Michigan has done. And the one question I just keep asking is about, the pay for play. Because I know, they try to talk morale, but it's hard to hear them talk morale when they don't ever address the pay for play. That I'm accustomed to them doing. Like since I've been following the Michigan Ohio State rivalry, I've known of 3 incidents with Maurice Claret coming out saying he was being paid. I know about Terrell Pryor and them getting money for the tattoo. You know about Chase Young.
Troy Smith, Chase Young, right? A family friend.
Right. So these are the things. So when I ask them, okay, if that's not, is that cheating?
Yeah,
it
is.
They don't want to talk about it though,
but they never address that. Like they kind of just glossed over it. They never. So I feel like coming on this show, they follow y'all, they troll y'all. So I figured they'll see me because they don't answer me in the comments when I ask that question. Like they kind of just go over it.
Yeah, bro. It's water under the bridge to them.
Yeah.
Bro, so it's my biggest.
And if that is cheating, like if Maurice Claret came out and said he took payments to play, should the national championship not be stripped? Should it be an asterisk on it? If it's cheating, if it's a competitive advantage,
I mean, I hear you.
Like they're saying that we gain. If it's a competitive advantage for paying players to come to your school, should it not be strict?
Well, all right. So technically they should, but like I'm not gonna fight for that because
here's
why.
No, I've been waiting 20 years to say this because when we was losing, we couldn't really say nothing.
Yeah,
we couldn't really say this during the time. We couldn't say, "Oh man, they paying." That's why I feel like we're losing. But now that we're here, and now that they're talking morale, I'm like, well, let's address the elephant in the room. Y'all been paying for y'all athletes for at least 20 years that I know about. For at least 20.
Right. So this is like one of my biggest pet peeves because shout out to Von Lozon, Amazing Brew. Shout out to him, man. But so my biggest pet peeve is Ohio State had this like 20-year run where they just dominated the Big Ten. Well, no shit, because you were playing by SEC rules in a conference that was not playing SEC rules. And they think they're like this and they are elite. So let me just be mindful how it is an elite program. They're a blue blood program.
Do you think people just want to go to Ohio? Like they were like, oh, Michigan paying for their players. People don't want to go to Michigan if they wasn't paying them. So I'm like, do you think athletes just want to go to Ohio?
Yeah, well, no, like so. But that's the thing, though, and like to my guy here who says, and he's right. Frank's right. Paying players is the ultimate competitive. It is. It's way more. There is way more impact on the field by paying for talent, by getting a talent gap than any sign will ever give you. Absolutely. Like, let me give you an example. If you got Eastern Michigan, right, and you got Connor Salians on the and you got Connor Salians on the sideline, bro, you ain't beating Ohio State.
Right.
You ain't. You know what I mean?
But if you at Eastern and you got Maurice Claret and you got Chase Young and you got them boys, you gonna start beating.
Joey Bosa.
Yeah, you're gonna start winning for real.
Exactly. And the Buckeyes completely want to ignore. They're like, well, prove it, bro. Just because you didn't get busted, don't mean you didn't do it. There's a lot of shit that don't
came out, bro. And said it.
Yeah, he said it multiple times.
Maurice Claret came out and
look
said,
at Troy Smith.
I was receiving envelopes underneath my door. His work.
And he was given work. He was given work assignments that he didn't actually have to do to get paid. And Troy Smith had a quote that said, "I fell on a sword, so bigger things were not uncovered."
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And then Chase Young, the family friend, get the F out of here.
Well, that's my thing.
It
ain't
the only example.
Talk about morale, like, oh, they cheated, they got this competitive advantage, this should be stripped. So my question is, if you pay for your athletes, and we know that none of those wins should be vacated.
I mean, in theory, it should, but like again, I'm not pushing it, like because like at
the
end
of
the day,
pushing it. I just like to bring it up as they bring it up.
You ain't wrong. Yeah, you ain't wrong, but I want to call out this guy. Y'all crying, bro. You the one fucking spamming our chat talking about a hammer. You crying.
Go to his next comment, bro. Go to his next one.
What, this one?
So what about now? No, we asking you. So what about now? Because we keep knocking y'all head in every year. So we asking you, what about now? You came over here like y'all be beating us. 2021 got your head knocked in. 2022 got it knocked in real bad. Lost by 22. 2023 knocked your head in with the natty. 2024, your 3 touchdown favors got knocked out. Our field goal kicker, yeah, you need him. He was garbage. You lose. So what are we talking about? So what about now?
We're just them running in the A gap. That's the only play they ran the whole game was the A gap.
Yeah, exactly. Because they thought they could out physical us. No, you can't, and no, you won't. And guess what? 5 straight next November.
They didn't do nothing but run in the A gap the whole game.
Right.
A lot of them dudes, they wish they want that 2020 win so bad. You guys ducked us in 2020. They want that win so bad. They didn't know that it was going to be this long before they could get another one, so they want that one real bad. They think about it still.
Well, I'll address that by saying, I mean, with the win this year, I don't know about 2020. That's what I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't even. Hey,
but in their mind, they think they would have won. It was guaranteed. They think they guaranteed wins.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna bring Juju. You can stay for a minute. I'm just gonna pull Juju up. Juju, what the hell is this? There we go. What up, Juju?
Yo.
What up, my guy?
What up, Juju?
Are y'all not entertained?
Yeah, I mean, I'm real entertained, bro. I'm real entertained.
Look, bro. One thing I know, if I don't know anything, my head coach can recruit.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can coach yet, but he can damn sure recruit.
Yeah, he can recruit. That's for sure.
I know. What was that, Juju? Was it you? I said if he can coach, it's over. Was that you? I texted, or who was I talking to? All right, I thought it was you.
Mm-hmm. Look,
yeah. If Sharon Moore can be like a really good on-field coach, boys, we are.
Which I think he will. I think he will.
He's showing flashes. He's showing flashes.
The moment don't seem too big for him.
Well, look, there's a lot of shit.
Big games.
There's a lot of shit that happened behind the scenes within the staff that a lot of people don't know about, you know. So, I mean, it was more than just football that was the issue, and not with their team last year, which thankfully got figured out, you know, at the end of the year.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, do you think this Hayes Foster graphics, that thing we were talking about?
Yeah, it's it.
Is it? All right, then fuck. I should put a different tweet out.
That's definitely it. I mean, that's the one.
All right,
but I mean, he's got a. I think the only one he linked is the marquee one. So far, anyway, right?
I don't even think he linked that, did he? Oh, he said it was one of the four.
Was like
one of the four.
Not even four anymore. It's not even four. It's like 7 now.
Well, I know.
But I know you know.
Yeah, I think that was just. I think when he said 4, it's just the people who contacted him for graphics. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which, by the way, actually no, I'm not gonna say that. What are you guys' thoughts on we're about to swap SMU for kids.
I know. What, they're getting Goodwin and we're getting Dabney?
Oh God, I love you, Brian John Marie. You fucking bum.
Dude, what's your thoughts on Nick Abrams? It seems like he's gonna be in the SEC, doesn't it?
Yeah. You know, that one got away quickly. I mean, unfortunately. I mean, I'm not a huge Dabney advocate, but I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be an all right recruit. I think Goodwin, he got hurt, and I think the staff thinks that Dabney's better.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I can't really tell for sure because I haven't seen a lot of tape on Goodwin because he was hurt.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, I don't know. Actually, I like this tape, but it's all good. But hey, homie doesn't play. You want to give us your final thoughts here? I got to bring up my guy Cortez. Wait, hold on. I actually have a question. You're a Buffalo Bills fan, man?
Yeah.
All right. I respect it. I mean, good team. Josh Allen's legit. What's your thoughts on that, bro? Give me your thoughts on the Buffalo Bills.
We need more than Josh Allen. That's my thought.
Yeah,
I like James Cook. We need more than Josh Allen.
I love James Cook. Well, you got the Dalton Kincaid. He's legit.
We need more than Josh Allen and James Cook.
Fair enough, man. All right, brother. Well, don't be a stranger, man. Wait, are you a Heat fan?
Yeah.
Fuck, bro. All right. Well, you're having a tough time now.
Yeah, we got some championships though, so you know.
You do. Enjoy those, bro.
We got
Enjoy
chips.
them. All right, brother. All right, man. Don't be a stranger. All
right.
Go blue. Go blue.
All right, we got. You know that one of the 3 that you're talking about isn't he's gonna be announcing by himself, right?
What do you mean by himself? What does that mean?
I'll text you about it. I thought you knew. It was like I thought it was public.
Well, I mean, I'm aware of the date it's supposed to be. Is that?
Oh, not that one.
All right, well then text me.
All
right, the one we were talking about yesterday, that's the one I'm talking about. Is there a different one?
Yeah, that one's going public. Yeah, I'm talking. That one's getting announced, not by the one that I'm talking about. The kid, he's announcing by himself. No edit, no nothing.
Okay, well then I feel like I know who that probably is.
Yeah.
All right, just text me though, or I'll text you.
Don't be over here talking this cryptic recruiting. The rest of us in. Let the chat in.
I'm sorry, Johnny.
Juju over here, you know that guy, the guy on the other side of town. You know what I'm talking about? The guy.
Yes, TJ.
Juju, is that it?
Yes,
is
TJ.
that it?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I figured that. I assume that though. That makes sense, especially with his beef.
I thought it was public. That's why I didn't even try to make.
Well, I don't think it's public. I just as long as if people have been following, they would know because he has issues with certain people.
Yeah.
You know. Anyways, we'll keep that moving. Let's bring up Cortez. Juju's all in secret agent mode. Cortez, what's up, my guy?
What's going on, TJ and JO?
What's going on, my guy?
Not much, man. Hey, what do y'all think about that Julian Walker dude? I think that's his last name. The dude from South Carolina, the DE.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Julian Walker, man.
Yeah, I seen his tape. I was like, wow, that's a big boy, man.
The only problem with Julian Walker is his dad's on the strength and conditioning staff for South Carolina. That's the only problem.
Yeah, but what they saying though, man,
huddle.
They said even his father was impressed. He said he never seen nothing like that. Yeah,
I know. He did say that, bro. And I know that was so Ethan McDowell had that article, and I'll be real, that was one of the most impressive articles I've ever read from a parent. Like, and by the way, Elijah, we gotta talk, Elijah. Yeah, no, this kid, dude, imagine if we were to pull him off and Carter Meadows. Holy God.
That's what I was getting to. Yeah, that'll be.
Yeah, that kid is he's all of 6'6", 230.
With Alistair Vallejo and Titan Davis, bro. Oh my God.
He's all of 6'6".
Who you talking about, Julian Walker?
Yeah, if we could get Julian, he is talking about Julian Walker.
But dude, he looks bigger than 230 though.
Yeah, he does.
We have to go 1 for 2. We have to.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Get this dude. It'd be something like when Bama had their little run, or Clemson when Clemson had their run.
The line Clemson had was nasty.
Oh yeah, exactly. You ain't fucking lying. And it just seemed like it kept coming and coming too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I was looking at, course, Meadows, of course, but I was looking at that cat and how they talked about he enjoyed his visit, because I thought it was like a long shot. I was surprised he came, and the way they were raving about it, I was like, woo, shit. You know what I mean? So like, if you add even like Juju said, like one of the two, or I'm sorry, whoever said that, man, this D line is gonna be sick.
It will. I mean, even if it ends up being just Titan Davis, Carter Meadows, Alistair Vallejo, Mikhail McBlade, and Tariq Bond, it's already absolutely. This kid would just make it stupid.
Oh my God, yeah.
This kid would just make it Russell. Yeah.
And shout out to Sharon as well. Going to battle against all the SEC schools that thought they could throw a huge bag and late in the recruitment without putting any work in, man.
Right. And this is what we've been waiting for the NIL to get up there, because we already know they can recruit and, great culture and everything that comes along with it.
Sharon, shout out to fucking Grant Newsom. That's the first time looking here.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, all right, let's talk about that.
He's the reason we won the recruitment.
Well, I was going to say, I don't think we haven't. Dude, the Malachi Lee land that is tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that's being so slept on. Like, let's think about this for a moment. Mm-hmm. Texas, Alabama, and Georgia, and I talk about this in the video that will be released tomorrow. All three of them, and Juju, there was a bidding war.
Yep. Yeah.
And Alabama dropped out last minute. She got too high.
Dude, and we are going to pull this off against 3 SEC powers, and they're the big boys. That's the big boys. Georgia, Alabama, and Texas.
Yeah,
look, and we've been battling against Texas all cycle. Now, look, I would say they're gonna probably land 2 out of 3 guys.
They're gonna get Time and Ojo.
Well, Ojo's already, but that's all Texas lie.
I can't lie. I'm not big on him for some reason.
That's a Texas lie if I've ever seen one. The turn time one is like interesting, but the fact that Texas wanted it late, went all in on Lee, lets you know all you need to know about Lee.
Yeah, that's true. That's a great point.
Because we've been battling them head to head for recruits.
You know what's crazy too? When Juju was bringing up turn time or whatever, and I was watching this stuff for a little while now, and I'm like, dude, you was spot on with that cat, because that dude is a freak. Monster. He really, that dude, man. I think I know it's gonna be hard to pull him, but if we get him and Markel Lee, shit, you can't tell us shit.
Well, look, I think if I'm being, yeah, he's a great, but I think we have. Look, Lee is really good, but I think Marky Wahlberg is like, bro, he's so slept on.
Oh, hell yeah,
that kid is ridiculous.
Yeah, I've been trying to say that in the chat about Zach Zinter. I didn't mean to cut you off, Juju, my bad, but
no, you're good.
I kept saying, I even told TJ, I was like, man, that's Zach Zinter right there to me. I know he's from Boston too, but still, that's what he reminds me of.
I don't know where he's gonna play. I haven't projected inside, but
yeah, I think
who knows?
Yeah, but the versatility.
I think he'll put tackle. He's too athletic, bro. He's
who knows, bro? We got fucking Sam Webb out here saying Blake Frazier's gonna be left tackle.
Left tackle. I saw that today. It actually made me happy.
Johnny,
a lot of people were messaging me about that. I was actually happy to hear it, bro. Because dude, the Evan Link shit. I mean, look, guess what? We ain't wrong. We've been telling you this is a problem. Evan Link's an issue. Well, if it is Blake Frazier, then maybe that's the solution, and I'm all for it, bro.
Well, he's always had the technique. It's just he wasn't heavy enough, and now he's over 300. So,
hey, let's take a look at this fucking savage, huh? Zion Robinson.
Johnny, what was you saying earlier?
What's that?
What was you saying earlier? You were saying something, and I didn't hear you.
I don't even know now, bro.
Look, but we were talking about earlier, like where are we gonna finish? Definitely top 10. I have us in the 7 range.
Definitely
I think the only way we stay in the top 5 is if we flip a couple kids.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Well, we got to get aggressive at the end. I think if there's like 1 or 2 guys that Michigan's like, you know what, I'm swinging for the fence for, we get. But hey, let me give a shout out here to Elijah Bowman, because we got Elijah. We got a lot to talk about, buddy. He goes, 499 super chat. My take with our new wide receivers, I'm including Calvin Russell, Jalen Powell, Travis Johnson, and Zion Robinson. Both Miles Morgan and Fred Moore will hit the portal after the season.
Fred Moore is having a good season this season. Y'all tweet me.
Yeah, Fred, you got
Fred
money.
Moore is having a good season. I'm standing on it.
If we land those 4 receivers, we're going to dedicate an entire show to Ron Bellamy. That's what we're going to do. Because that is an elite receiving class, bro.
Hey, TJ, you got to bring John on too.
Oh yeah, John. We're actually gonna help John write the letter. We're gonna have John,
no doubt. And
Elijah. Elijah's got to write the letter. Like we're gonna bring Elijah.
I don't get the whole Samaj thing. This is why I don't get the whole Samaj thing. Everyone said Samaj is gonna get pushed out and everything, but like, I don't think a lot of people understand that the wide receivers aren't the reason Samaj is not gonna play a lot. It's tight ends. Like they're gonna be on the field in the slot, bro.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, if Samaj is making play, if you're making plays and you doing good things with the ball, a coach is gonna find a way to get the ball in your hands.
Absolutely.
So it's gonna be on Samaj to show up and show out in practice so he can get those touches.
Look, I'm not expecting the most elite offense, but I'm expecting top 60-50. Like that's where I'm at. And Chip is more than capable of that shit.
Yeah.
You were at 60, Juju, not 50. You're moving it up.
Keep moving it up.
I mean, 60 to 50.
I'm at 60. But anyway, let me give Elijah Bowman here. Zion Robinson has a lot of twitch for his size. He ran a 10.89, 100 meter as a 9th grader. He definitely got faster. Ooh. Well, you know what's interesting about this? And I can't remember who told me. So whoever it was, shout out to you. Fuck, I don't remember who it was. But, dude, his dad, Zion Robinson's dad, we know this. He's the director of the track and field at TCU. Bro, his dad was an Olympic qualifier.
Yeah.
So he's got that DNA. His dad is teaching him all the techniques. That's why that kid's so damn twitchy, bro.
Man,
like, dude, Zion, I really believe Zion's gonna be I really do, bro. I think Zion's gonna be like a very good player for us.
I wrote a comment on one of your shorts about that too. I said, this is gonna be special.
He is. I agree.
I really do, because I was so impressed. Everybody's like, "Oh, he's skinny." I said, "Listen, there's a lot of skinny wide receivers. AJ Green was skinny, and then he started gaining some weight after a while. Randy Moss. To me, you can be skinny all day, but are you strong?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It seems like a lot of receivers are getting leaner. Same with like corners.
Yeah, true.
Well, look, this was important. I mean, look, we got the way I've always looked at. I keep saying is Ron Bellamy keep recruiting, and Soup Campbell's gonna develop him as long as he stays here. So, I mean, you got a bit like he's a bit of a project, you know, but this kid is like has elite skill, and I'm happy we landed him.
Oh hell yeah! I was so surprised because I didn't know it was coming this soon. I didn't know he was gonna commit or whatever. But
I think he'll be ready year 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's just great to see this wide receiver room is getting some talent in it. Something
so much talent.
I think the one that's gonna pop early is gonna be Travis Johnson. That's
yeah.
Well, all right. Well, all right, but hold up though. Let's think about this. Or you're talking about from this class? Or like, what about Andrew Marsh?
No, just from this class.
Because like, think about this. Last year's class with Jamar Browder, Washington, and then Andrew Marsh. Although I'm going to be real with you, I think Jamar Browder and Andrew Marsh are going to make the most noise. I think Washington's going to take about 2-3 years.
Yeah, I mean he got there late too. He's not.
Yeah. And then you add this class with this potential foursome. Bro, wide receiver is no longer a problem at Michigan. You understand? If we land those 4, wide receiver is no longer a problem at Michigan.
Exactly.
Look, especially in Chip's offense. Like I already have faith people are gonna be open just the way he schemes things open.
Yeah, that'll be beautiful.
It's on. Look, in the next year is gonna be the start of a 3-year run where I think we have a great offensive line. All 3 years.
Yeah, like back in the day. I mean, I remember when we had Jake Long and all them cats, you know what I'm saying? And to see that shit come back around, man, that'll be a beautiful fucking sight.
Speaking of offensive lines, look at Marky Walbridge here. Look at him on this pole being the lead.
Kid's a dog.
Nasty.
This is insane. This is why he will be a tackle because this is ridiculous.
Massachusetts has been real good to us.
On the right hand side, he's leading his block.
Yeah, he's real athletic.
Look at him create this running lane, dude. That's just special.
I mean, TJ, just think about this though. You have Bear coming in. We already have Andrew Gatch there. 2 nasty ones already, and you add this dude. Come on,
Ty Haywood, Babaloa.
Ty Haywood, yeah. I'm not trying to forget about them. I'm just looking at the inside, which I think Ty Haywood will probably slide inside too. But
he might. Man, he might. Yeah, no, you're right. Exactly, man.
I remember, like I said, I was on Maze's shit for the first time, and I was saying, what was I saying to him? I feel Johnny, like when I first watched Johnny when he kind of first started, like just remember the days when we were struggling. And now to see this shit, it brings life into, sports just amps us up and kind of blocks us from reality sometimes. You know what I mean? That's why I get so, like other people, of course, I get so animated with shit when people start doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the little smart comments and bullshit pokes. You know what I mean? Like, don't take the fun out of that shit. That's why I haven't watched ESPN. Only watch ESPN for the games. I don't watch First Take. I don't watch any of them shows because it's all about a reality TV drama series. You know what I'm saying? Like they're taking the fun out of watching sports and getting away from shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree.
That's why.
DJ, did you see that they named the barbershop after Mikey?
I did see that. It was the Lester family who did that, right?
That's tough. They donated $6 billion. They donated 6 M's, bro.
Million. Yeah, $6 million, dude.
Damn.
And guess what? That's just this year. They donate like yearly. They're kind of like they're not. I was gonna say they're kind of like the Ellisons, but they're not. Ellisons are actually putting more per year. But $6 million's like legit, bro.
But TJ too, think about this. I remember you were saying when and I first came around. It was out for a little while when we weren't doing it, and you were saying, I think it was you, if I'm not mistaken, saying like Michigan alums they're the most billionaires out of anybody out there, pretty much from a university graduate or whatever. So just imagine if they want to put their money up like that.
It's the largest alumni base of any public university, but I do believe Stanford and I think it's like Harvard and Yale have more like billionaires.
No, I get that, but shit,
Yeah.
we're a bigger football program than them.
We ain't worried about them.
Right. Tell them again, Johnny.
So we number one is what you're saying in football. That's what you're saying.
Hey, J.O., every time when you go on your joints, I don't like to call them reds because I feel like that's just like poking. But when you go on your shit, man, I'd be like Method Man and How High when Redman was cutting up and he's like, get him. Get him.
Oh, yeah. I love that fucking clip,
I told
bro.
Johnny at our Amazing show, I was like, man, that dude be having me on the floor tripping.
I appreciate it, bro.
That's why one of the reasons I wanted Johnny on here because he just cooks dudes.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I got to get Johnny on
here, bro. You too, like I said, I give props where props is due. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Juju were talking for a little while yesterday. Got a chance to meet him. Good brother, knows his shit. Respect. You know what I mean? But like watching y'all and Maze, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like it's just a brush of fresh air type shit. You know what I mean? Like let's talk sports, have fun, bug out, trip, or whatever it may be. You know, like we said, we can agree and disagree all day. Doesn't mean I don't have respect for you.
Exactly, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's why here for the debate, bro.
Yeah, that's why I told Juju, like, you know what we'll talk about yesterday. I said, I'm not taking those shots. I'm just letting you know. You know what I mean? He's like, man, I don't trip off that. And I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Because I'm not like that. You know what I mean? If you know, we all get petty at times. Don't get me wrong. I'm not acting like, you know, I'm perfect because I'm not. But to me, I respect anybody come on here, man. I can agree with them. Sometimes I can disagree with them. Like with Maniac, I disagreed. Juju had a great point. I was like, no, I get that about saying. You know what I mean? So it doesn't mean like, oh, Maniac, you're stupid. Nah, that's a good brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I enjoy all y'all. You know what I mean? So it's just respect across the board.
Exactly. Well, we appreciate it, bro. Honestly, dude. And it means a lot, man, because like that's what it's about. Actually, everything you said, bro, I'm gonna be real with you, is exactly what my goal is for this channel. And it's to have that debate. It's to fucking, you know, have the, you know, us as a community come together, talk ball. We don't got to agree.
Right.
But at the end of the day, like, let's have a good ass time talking ball and watching Michigan win another natty, you know?
But all bullshitting aside, too, you're doing that, though. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's why I say.
What's what I mean. Like, to hear
it.
Like,
on the chat. That's love.
We've had and what I was saying, we've had like a lot of, I'll be real with you, man. You guys are like the community, not, you know, not even just you, you know, Cortez, but like the community. We get so much, Johnny, I'm sure you feel similar. So much good feedback, bro. And I appreciate it. I know Maze appreciates it. Actually, I saw a clip of Maze. Somebody was talking to Maze Madman, like, just like you did to us. Like the goal is being met, but you know, obviously we're not sassy. We'll keep, you know, doing the damn thing, but that's the goal, bro. Is like, we want this, you know, it's you know what else is crazy? It's its own thing now.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, absolutely.
This is its own thing. Like, we are just a part of it as much as you guys are, you know, like this is its own living, breathing thing now, man.
Because you guys are like tapped in with the people and you communicate, you know what I mean? It tripped me out too. Cause like, if I let a comment on your shit and, you know, Maze or whatever, like y'all, you don't have to, I wouldn't be upset or nothing, but you guys hit back. I'm like, damn, okay. Like these brothers didn't went up about $20. You know what I'm saying? But like,
damn,
me, you don't have to.
Sutter, bro. Fuck.
What'd you say?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, what's how you jibbing about Juju? We're having good vibes right now.
Bama,
you worried about who just committed?
Bama's on the roll. They just got Sutter.
Yeah, well, Bama just lost Malachi Lee. I ain't worried about Bama. Wait, who'd they get?
They got Sutter. I mean, they got the number one. Like they just landed two really good kids.
Yeah,
I was hoping to get no quarterback so far.
All right, let me but we honestly appreciate kind words. Let me get these super chats though and show some love to our people here. Elijah Bowman, due to Travis Johnson being more polished wide receiver, I would put him at Z and Zion being the deep threat. I'll put him at Y and Calvin at the X.
Yeah. I don't think you're gonna see that.
I think I'd put Travis Johnson at the Y and put Zion at the Z. And then if we get Calvin, if we get him, I'd put for sure him at the X, no doubt.
You could get looks. You could get looks at a 3 wide receiver set, but in 11 personnel, bro. I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna see a tight end there almost every time in Chip's offense.
All right, who are we starting at X, Y, and Z in 2027, bro? So that's 2 seasons away.
2027.
All right, Andrew Marsh. Andrew Marsh is at.
I like that kid, man.
The Z. No, Andrew Marsh is at the Y. We're gonna put Zion at the Z. I'm not gonna say X.
Portal.
No, well, I mean, I gotta be careful.
J.O. boy. That's my dog.
Jamar Browder.
Breaking. The running backs are, the prospects are always better than we think. I'm not gonna lie. The running back is
and Elijah, bro, you're gonna love this wide receiver class, man. I already know because you're talking about it, but you were about to be not talking shit about these receivers, bro. Matthew Miller, a Texas fan, rank these teams' classes at the end of the cycle. Texas, Michigan, Notre Dame, Ohio State. I will be keeping track. Shit, I gotta look now, bro. I'll be real with you. I think
we're gonna finish below all of them.
We might. We might.
Notre Dame's class, I think, is gonna lock, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Let me just look really quick.
Looking ahead to the future,
hey, you know what's crazy though? You didn't mention USC, who's the #1 class right now.
Yeah,
you hate it.
They're probably gonna finish top 3.
Notre Dame always slips though at the end. I'm sorry, Johnny. Go on.
Looking ahead to the future, have y'all seen our schedule next year?
Like this year, like 26 or 25?
26.
Oh no, not 26.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, we go to Ohio State and 2.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's brutal.
Well, I'm not worried about 26 now, Johnny.
You just okay.
I don't got time for 26. I'm enjoying the now, bro.
Hey, thank God we're getting these recruits in. Shit. Hey, you know one thing too, man. Like a lot of these kids that they're recruiting, great kids. They were raised right.
Dude, I said that in my video today.
Yeah, man. And that's no shot at other kids because I can't lie. I was raised fucked up. You know what I mean? When I meet y'all, I'll tell you my little story. But just to see that shit, even some of the kids that probably weren't, like their own mindsets, to me, it says a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Me and my guy was talking. I mean, just like last class, the class was put together late, so they didn't have a lot of time to gel. This class is different. They are together. Like they're all recruiting. They're recruiting hard. I mean, if you're not active on Twitter, they're all like it's like one big cult. Like they're going like together.
And that's how you get a championship.
Absolutely.
The guys coming to get it back to how it was.
It's all led by Jalen Powell. That boy's leading the charge.
Yeah,
Juju, why do you feel Texas is going to outdo us? You say Texas, we're going to be behind Texas. I'm going to share the class with everybody. Hold on.
Their average right now is lower than I expected them to ever be, but they're going to finish strong. I know for a fact they have like 3 locks that are going to put them.
We got locks too, though, dog.
Yeah. They have less. How many commits they got, right? I haven't looked.
I'm going to pull it up right now.
It's because of the Lamborghinis.
All right, so Notre Dame's probably going to fall. All right, listen, I'm going to tell you now. Ohio State's probably going to be ahead of us. It just is what it is. They do well. Notre Dame, they're interesting because they always lose people at the end. But, I mean, to have 19 already is something.
They got a new GM, though.
Yeah. I mean, Notre Dame might be a legit problem, boys. All right, we'll give them Notre Dame. I'll tell you this, though. We got Texas at 10 right now. We're here. Oh, we fell to 17. Not till tomorrow.
That's okay.
How many commits Texas have?
They got 16. 15.
Okay.
15. Although this is really
okay.
This what's funny about this though is it's really 14 if you look at this, but I guess it's 15. Can I do the average? Does this let me do the average? It does. Let's look at the average. So Michigan is shit.
But they're gonna land Ojo and they're gonna land Chase.
We're 10th in average right now.
Yeah. We're gonna finish around 92 again this year.
I mean, especially if we just get the players that we really want to get.
High 91 average is what if we can land everyone, it's gonna be a high 91 into 92. Last year was 92.15. So
all right, so Elijah Bowman 499 is calling a shot. Sharon is building for a 2027 Natty. Last year recruiting was more O-line secondary. This year is D-line wide receiver. It's true. What about the linebackers? When are we going to do that one? You know?
I'm starting to feel.
But I agree, though. I'm telling you, within the next 3 years, we're winning a Natty. I'm telling you. I feel that. I feel it, dude. With Bryce London's going to get us a Natty.
I won't be surprised if it's soon.
It'd be a crime if we don't.
Yeah, that is true. I'm feeling like Juju felt about
holy shit,
Brian G. Mary or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what's going on with him, but he got to get.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'll be real with you. I don't understand what's going on with this linebacker recruiting, bro. Like it just ain't it. But B-Dub throwing 5 gifted memberships to the community. Thank you very much, B-Dub. And you're gonna come up again. Holy shit. All right, we got Elijah Bowman, $2 super chat. If we get Calvin Russell, then it's 2026 wide receivers versus 2026. I agree. Well, ranking wise, it wouldn't be, but production wise, it will be, in my opinion. And so for those who don't know what the 2017 wide receivers were, it was DPJ, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Nico Collins, Oliver Martin, and
Tariq Black.
Yep. I thought he was gonna be a dog.
Hell yeah.
Dude, his first like 4 games or whatever.
Ohio State just got locked.
He showed out against Florida.
They just got locked again.
Hey,
good.
Ohio State.
Hey, pull up this David Pruden comment after this super chat.
Here we go.
All right, hold up. I will. All right, so B-Dub goes, how much is it going to take to reveal the position of this huge commit? We always come and not come, never not coming. No shirts, no pause.
My Michigan fandom.
All right, let's do. Let's do. All right, I got two more for you guys. So we got Michiganders been a member for 3 months. Ohio State is our son. Yes, they are. We own them. They know it too. Elijah Bowman, $1.99 super chat. Thank you. What are your thoughts on Andre Clark top 150? I think we're getting Andre Clark. Juju, what do you think?
Oh yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, I think we're getting him.
We're shitting on Penn State with both corners.
Yeah. Yep, we're getting Dorian Barney and Andre Clark.
Hey, fucking what's it, bro?
Which we want to pull up?
Ball. God,
David
damn, what's his name? God, I can't remember. James Franklin. Yeah, fuck you.
I can't stand that bad. His face is punchable.
We're gonna go with sour apple. We beat Oklahoma.
Quarterback of the class too. They are cooked after this year.
We beat Oklahoma. I'm bringing out the sour apple because it's a lot of haters. They're gonna be sour. They're gonna be sour after that.
First they're sour, then they're nice.
I keep saying it, bro. That game is going to be a low-scoring, ugly-ass game.
Yeah.
That boy John Mateer's numbers drop drastically against road defenses.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
What I was saying a couple weeks ago. We did the live.
If we can run the ball,
I think this is firmly the best defense he's ever going to play. The scheme-wise and talent-wise.
Yeah. If we can run the ball, though, I picture us taking that.
Yeah. I'm not worried about running. It's it's Bryce's second. I mean, it's gonna be his second start, so that's what I'm.
Right. I'm not trying to put too much on him, but if he does come out and do his shit,
bro, if he throws for 250, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception, I'm ready to lie.
Absolutely.
On that defense, that's the best defense we're gonna play all year.
Yeah, true. That is true, and it's at a night game too. So yeah, it's going to show a lot.
Yeah, that's the toughest environment he's going to play in all year as well.
Yeah, no doubt. I believe that. To me, like y'all said, we pull that game off, then sky's the fucking limit.
Just because it's fucking early too, bro. If we played them week 7, bro, I wouldn't fucking be.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
To me, week 2, you want to. My bad. Week 2, you just want to lean on. You want to lean on those backs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Marshall was on M3 the interview. If you ain't seen it,
great
M3 interview Justin Marshall, and the young man sounds like everything we want to hear. It's leadership, great mentality, and we know he's a dog. So lean on them boys.
The defense is gonna have to get a turnover, and they're gonna have to be the reason we score at least one time to win that game.
Yeah, I think they will. I think they're gonna cause him hell. Material.
Hey, Johnny too, man. Johnny was right to the point with that young brother too, man. I like that. You know what I mean? Like, just letting them know, which he was real respectful. You know what I mean? Like, to me, like that genuineness with the fans and whatever you want to call it. To me, that says a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, these cats are tuned in, and they care about, like TJ said at the beginning about the community and all that type of shit. To me, that's beautiful. I mean, like, why wouldn't you want to come to Michigan when you have that type of shit? I know I would, and I wasn't even a football player. You know what I mean? I played ball. You know what I mean? But and you know what's crazy? I always want to tell you this story, right? When I was living in Florida, and I was working at this job, this African brother. He was from Nigeria, if I'm not mistaken, and he was going to school. He was working overnight with us. He's going to school to become a doctor during the day. He ran 7 miles a day. And he didn't even have to work because his parents are both doctors, right? So he told me when he first came to America, he went to high school out here. And he said the football coach seen him running track. So he said, hey, man, I want you to come out and try out for my team. So I got to do his voice because it's more funny that way. He said, Cody, he told me, put the pads on and go over the middle and they're going to throw me the ball. He said, they threw me the ball. And they both hit me, boom, boom. I said, fuck this motherfucking shit. I don't want to play this shit. Yo, I was fucking crying. Like, yo, it's different. Like, I get it. Like, football is a different sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, taking them hits. And don't get me wrong, I can take a hit. Don't get me wrong. But I used to watch my best friend, you know what I mean? Like, in L.A., like, and back in the 90s and shit, like, of course, the bloody Crip shit was still big to this day. But back then, these cats were on the fields with their blue and red rags on. Cats were shooting through the fence during the game and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude was playing. I told you he thought he was Tony Rice. He's a big Notre Dame fan. running the wishbone and shit. And he ain't nothing but 5'9" at the time, probably 200. And they were cracking the shit out of him. I was feeling so bad for him. I'm like, yeah, y'all can keep that sport. I don't want to play that shit. And I played as a youngster, but I was more of a basketball player anyway. You know what I mean? But it's just different. That's why to me, I always give respect to something I don't do or can't do or whatever. You know what I mean? So
respect, man. No, for sure. All right, let's get another super chat hit here. We got Elijah Bowman, $1.99. If Penn State doesn't win the Big Ten Natty, then James. Shit, what's that mean?
Probably James Franklin failed.
Yeah, I mean, we know it's James Franklin, but what's the emoji?
Oh, they showing them the door.
Oh, I know, bro. No, bro. Dude, they are not getting rid of Franklin, bro. They're stuck.
Won't. Yeah, they are. Because he got a
they're
big
stuck.
Not only
bro,
that,
but I mean, they need to. You're right,
they're
though.
They're going to be trash next year. They're going to be trash.
Yeah.
If they don't,
when he loses them, yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. All right, let's get my guy Stein's Express with the Aussie money here. We got the Aussie. Let's keep this rolling tonight. Boys, we have made it to a second hour. We're on our way to a third. We're already 60 away. Thank you guys, everybody contributing.
Oh my God. My OSU chat is going stupid, bro. They're in shambles right now.
Actually, we're 58 away. We're 58 away, boys. We're 50. The community's coming through. We appreciate all of you. Thank you very much. We're 58 away. All right, let's read these.
Shit.
Yeah, it's cooking now. Defending the Natty, we got $20 hitter or 19.
But we 58 away from third.
Yeah, dude, we're only 58 away from third.
What the fuck, bro? I put my phone down for 2 seconds.
You better charge your damn phone, bro. We got Salty Rock 2 $4.99 for your information. We lost out on Jordan Dine because he wanted to play early. Man, I'm so sad. I'll finish reading this, but I just want to say I'm so sad we lost out on Jordan Deck. I love Jordan Deck, bro.
Yeah,
because yeah, all right. He wanted to play early, and the staff didn't see him at that level. Morgan thinks he's not Jordan Young. I wish we got him though, but I mean, it makes sense now that he went to Baylor. I mean, that makes complete sense why he would go to flipping Baylor, bro.
Mm-hmm. Only reason.
All right, we got Elijah Bowen, 49 super chat. Y'all pretty much said it. The approach to OU's game should be Penn State 23 game plan: run the damn ball, make Mateer drop back 35 to 40 times, stop throwing. So the interesting thing about John Mateer is whenever he plays against power, and actually I'm sure Matthew Miller's in the chat still, and he's actually the one who gave me this information because he's a Texas guy. He hates Oklahoma. John Mateer, when he plays against Power 4 competition, has like a 58% completion percent. He has terrible numbers against better competition. Yeah. So, and he ain't never seen a defense like ours. I promise.
Hell no.
And I don't understand the whole aspect of everyone saying, like, oh, Deion Burks and they have another wide receiver. I forget his name. Like, do y'all understand we've gone against the best of the best when it comes to wide receiver year in and year out? Like, I'm scared of some SEC wide receiver.
Ohio State.
Do you want me to name all the Ohio State receivers we fucking faced over the last 4 years in the same system?
Exactly.
The only elite wide receivers we haven't locked up yet is LSU. And I guess if you want to argue Texas.
We haven't even played that. We haven't even played LSU.
They would, I get that, but they caught us early too. You know what I mean? Trying to get our foot.
Yeah, they caught us early. That's right.
Yeah, you're not gonna. I'm not gonna sit here and say that that in that same year because Ohio State's wide receiver core was better.
We just locked up Ryan Williams too.
Who?
And JJ Smith that they go crazy about. But the big thing is, it's not even about locking up the receivers. It's about making your quarterback confused and bewildered.
That's true.
The wide receiver could be open, but he's not looking over there because he didn't expect
exactly.
I mean, looking over there.
Like Ryan Williams was in the
exactly.
Saying, anyone who's played any type, even high school level, college level, if you're blessed enough, bro, like wide receivers are gonna get open eventually. Like you can't hold them forever.
True.
No, but if you confuse the quarterback,
right,
a wide receiver, he can run wide open all day. We learned that last year.
That's why
you wide open down the middle.
That's why I hate that shit. Like,
but if you
the wide receiver's open,
the quarterback is too confused to read the defense. Then that's how you make. That's how you get the dividends. Make the quarterback have to be great.
Those would be the motherfuckers that ain't played, bro. They used to be like, "Oh, he's open, bro. How long were they in coverage? You sat in coverage 6-7 seconds, bro. You're not like what are you talking about?"
Hey, TJ, pull up this riffle, whatever his name is, please. Y'all be capping. Jeremiah Smith got locked up, boy. Just accept it. What did he get? What, 30 yards and a touchdown? And you over here talking about he didn't get
pushed off.
And exactly. Thank you, TJ. Because I was gonna
say just own that he got locked up. We locked up his other freshman phenom in the ReliaQuest Bowl. These are facts. This ain't opinion.
Exactly.
Just accept it.
Hey, J.O., they got locked up. I call people like that hyenas.
I just want to put this in perspective real quick. Obviously, the safeties helped. But Jair Hill was in the doghouse for the most of it. But they got locked up by a G5 corner and a safety that moved to corner. I mean, what are we doing?
Yep. All right, let me hit these super chats for our people here. So we got a Wolverine Casual Fighter super chat. OSU has been missing some on the defensive line. They keep saying they won't be outbid for Meadows. How we feeling? Carter Meadows. Win for Meadows is also a loss for OSU. The Carter Meadows ones is interesting. I'll say this. I talked to Garrison yesterday. He thinks we're getting Meadows, just because of the academic factor. And Ohio State's real focus is interior defensive line, not edges. That's why they didn't put the money up for Luke Wafel. We got Detective Loki. Shout Detective Loki, 11 months. He's 1 month away from a whole year. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you, Detective Loki. All right, Moose, I wanted to highlight this, okay? True effing story, okay? Because Moose DM'd me. He goes, dude, check this out. Sharon Moore literally DM'd him out of nowhere. It wasn't solicited. Moose didn't reach out to him. I mean, Moose, I can read it if you want me to. Actually, I will read it. I'll read it. Fuck. I mean, I think I can read it. So essentially, where is it? Oh, right here. No, it ain't. Hold on. What the fuck is it? Do we really message each? Oh, there it is. All right. So for some reason, Sharon reached out to him and said, yes, ha, 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 yes, we are. And then, Moose was like, thank you, coach. Keep up the great work. What about John Turntine? And then he said something. I don't know if I should. All right, I'll lay low on that one, but let's just say Coach is working. Coach is working. You know what I'm saying? Coach is working.
Yeah,
so
the fact that
it's legit. I mean, I wish Sharon Moore would DM me, but it's
right.
All good. Not the Moose.
Hey, Moose be on them shits though. You know what I mean? Like to me, I mean, how can you not love Sharon Moore? Like this dude taking time talking to everyday folks.
I know
he loves the fans, bro.
Yeah.
They see one thing I've learned doing this. Players, parents of players, and coaches, they see they don't watch everything.
Oh yeah,
they see things from time to time, bro. They do. They see the tweets, they see the video.
You can tell they pay attention, but do they, do they actually reach out like that? Like to me, that's the difference. Not only that, that's a big dude, man. You ever see the one he goes to shake people's hands at midfield after a game or whatever? The fear of the coach's eyes and shit.
Yeah. No, these coaches definitely see stuff. I mean, I think it was like 2021. I think it was Sharon Moore. I can't remember the other staff member. We saw him at it was a coffee shop, bro, and he was talking to one of my homeboys, and he's like, "You see this stuff on Facebook or whatever?" He said, "No, not Facebook, but I see it on Twitter."
I mean, just like when y'all met Wink, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, like that's shit. You know what I mean? I mean that was a tight ass picture. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know, bro. He came up to us, man.
Really?
Actually, we'll share right now. So for those who don't know, I'm sure a lot of you already know though. That ain't it.
That was tight.
That ain't it.
That was tight though, man. That picture, I was like, damn, that's tight. I'm saying I'm definitely be up there next year for real.
Big Wink, bro. Big Wink came up
to Kinetic. My bad.
Yeah, Johnny
was like, fuck you, Connect. Get out the way.
I said, squeeze in, bro. Squeeze in.
Hey.
He was taking so long. You know, Wink is Wink. So his time is short. So I had to.
My bad. I didn't cut you
off. On in, dog. I'm sorry.
Right. Jay was like, I ain't got time for you to move, motherfucker. Move.
Hey, bro, I ain't finna get cut out the picture. I gotta get on in, brother.
You know how we are around the way, shit. Hey, you better heed my words, goddamn it. You know what I mean?
You in where you fit in.
No doubt. Exactly. But that was tight, man. Like to me, when I seen the pictures and when you guys all met up and did like a live from the Airbnb or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That shit was tight, man. I say, man, I told wifey, I was like, I'm coming up there next year. There's no doubt. like all bullshit aside, I don't know if Marmar told you, Johnny, but me and him been talking a lot. You know what I'm saying? And TJ,
he did tell him.
Yeah, you know, I told him to shoot my number to you, or whatever, if you ever in town or whatever it may be. No pressure, like you have to hit me up or whatever and stuff like that. I'm just saying it's there if you ever want to, or whatever. To me, like just connecting with good people, man. That's what I'm all about. I can't deal with the bullshit people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we agree, and that's why, like,
same,
you know what I mean, like,
definitely.
Yeah, same thing
our
with
crew
you,
we got. The Avenger, like our crew we got, like, we don't got no drama, bro.
Oh no, hell no.
You know, no, but like we do, like, be like, you know, like people be like biting each other, like egos. Like we don't, like, so at least so far there ain't no issues. You know what I mean? Everyone's just like supporting one another.
That's
like,
when I'll be like, y'all need to squash that shit. If everything, knock on wood, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Did y'all see Maze Madman's fucking interview with Jordan Marshall, bro? Like,
oh
how
yeah,
dope
I
is
watched that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I watched that shit.
I asked him a question. That shit was dope.
Yeah, Juju was on it too. Yep. Yep.
Mad respect, bro.
Yeah,
all right, let me get to the
yeah.
super chat. We got more. We got Elijah Bowman. The community's coming through heavy. We got Elijah Bowman 49 super chat. Elijah Dotson over Jordan Deck. I love Jordan Deck. We'll be all right. Jordan Young is a future Big Ten All-American. I mean, listen, we got the last year's DB classes. Elite. Like last year's DB class was elite. The offensive line class was elite. 2 5-stars. And then this year's wide receiver class and defensive line class are on the verge of being stupid elite.
I can't wait to see Winston.
Oh, dude, exactly. We didn't even mention him. Kino Winston, Brian Brandt Jr., bro. William F. Kane, go on. You good? Go on. No, all right. William S. Kane, major $20 super chat. Thank you very much for doing that. We need that third hour, fellas. Let's go. I think we're getting it. I think we're gonna get it. Only 23 away. We'll get there. We got Detective Loki always coming through with the gifted membership. Thank you, Detective Loki. Appreciate you. Detective Loki with a $5 hitter. When Rayshon Benny wins the Heisman, are you guys going to go live? I promise if Rayshon Benny wins the Heisman, we're all going live. I promise you.
That's my dog. I love Rayshon Benny, man. That dude is a monster, dog. I can't wait. I can't wait for him to break out. I'm hoping he does. I'm praying for him, man. And I'm not even a prayer, but that joker right there, man.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
Sideline to sideline.
Yeah, bro. I saw him.
Yeah,
I saw him in person, bro, in Kentucky. I think like last month, where he wasn't there with the team. Obviously, they were on vacation and stuff. Bro, that kid, not even kid, bro. He's a grown man.
Right.
He's fucking bro. He had a fucking entourage of family with him, bro.
That's a big. You know who I met in Pensacola? Remember Alex Leatherwood?
Yes.
Yeah, he's from Pensacola. I bumped into him at a store one day. I just looked. I said, "Damn, you a big ass human being." He just busted out laughing. Like, there's some big boys out there, man. Like, Pensacola is a hotbed,
bro.
I know I mentioned Pensacola a lot, but like, TJ, I mean cut you off, but like, I remember my son. He was playing ball, and the team he was on, Pine Forest. Matter of fact, what's that boy's name from the Knicks? Mitchell Robinson. My son played with him his freshman year. He was in Pensacola, and then he moved to New Orleans. And my son was getting recruited, and then he ended up going to junior college in Minnesota. And so they had like a little press conference thing or whatever. And a lot of football players came. And I remember these kids he played with in like middle school. And they were twins. One was a running back. One was like they just didn't even look like twins. He was like 6'4", 290. And at the time, I was like 5'10", 210 at the time. And this kid bumped into me by mistake, almost knocked me the fuck over. I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, these kids are huge, man.
For real.
Crazy.
Yeah. No, you're right, bro. Like, even though, like, listen, I'm good size. I'm a good size. Bro, there's people. Yeah, there's people, bro, that like I'm like, God damn, bro. Like, they're fucking not, like, their hands are like, I'm like, I'm 6'5" and I'm 248. Like, I'm good size, but like,
you're a big dude.
But like, bro,
TJ is a monster, bro.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures.
Like,
but
damn,
bro,
I'm only 5'10".
I run into people. And I'm like, God damn, dude, you're a fucking monster, dude. Like, some dudes are just built.
I know I got a lot of stories, but I got one for y'all. My cousin, he's my son's godfather. He's 6'4". At the time, he was 290 solid from head to toe. Yeah. And he bumped into Willie McGinnis walking around the corner. They literally bumped into each other. And my cousin's like, damn, you're a big dude. He said, so are you. He said, Willie McGinnis made me look little. And he's 6'4", 290. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck, dude. That's just crazy.
Yeah. All right, let me knock out the rest of the super chats because the community's coming in strong. So we got Wolverine Casual. I'm a little late here. How many commits are we waiting on? that have been announced by either Sharon or Hayes, and who do you think they are? So Hayes, I think, is at 4 more. Marky Wahlberg was a part of the 4. I think Hayes has 4 more. I don't even know where Sharon's
There's
at,
it's no correlation between the two.
Yeah, and like I'm at 6.
There might be 2 commitments that are like on par with each other.
Well, I'm at 6, but apparently there's another one that Juju just texted me about. So I guess there's 7. I don't know. So, I mean, let's just say this, bro. Michigan's effing cooking, and a lot of guys are coming. Who do we think they are? I'll tell you who I'm willing to be public about. But all right. So, Juju, let me know if I'm forgetting anybody that we should say. So Travis Johnson, Andre Clark, Donovan Webb, Dorian Barney, Malachi Lee, Markel Dabney. Who am I missing? Anybody?
Donovan Webb.
All right, so that's 6.
Donovan Webb.
Donovan Webb, so that's 7. But I thought I might have said him, but whatever. So 6 or 7. And there's another one too. But anyways, there's another one that I know about. There's another one too, but I didn't get. We'll see. Boys.
I love surprises, so I don't even care about.
Yeah. Well, I just we got to lay low. All right, so Detroit Kyle member. Although Hayes Fawcett might have just fucking tweeted about it, to be real, dude. All right, so member for 7 months, Detroit Kyle. Mike Layton. Shout out to Mike Layton. He went out to dinner with us.
He definitely hit him up for that graphic.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it was. I think that I actually believe. I think you're right, Juju. That Hayes Fawcett tweet today was exactly the thing that we were talking about yesterday. If anyone saw my tweet,
he hit him with that graphic, bro.
Yep. Because I had after my tweet, I had to confirm by 2 others, and one of them works for 247. So get at me. Go Blue fellas, $2 super chat. Thank you, Detroit Kyle. We appreciate it. What are you working, bro? Usually he's working late. Detroit Kyle, $5 super chat. I'm just getting in on yeah, you're probably working. You probably missed it, but I just want to know what percentage would you put on Hyder and Russell? How you feel? I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know either.
I mean, I'll say this. Michigan's pushing, bro. Like they're like all the big 3. When you look at Meadows, Russell, and Hyder, I think Michigan is doing everything they possibly can.
We're right at the top.
Yeah, I think Michigan's putting in mad work. I will say this though. It ain't over till it's over. And we know even if they commit verbally, you got to get the sign. Yeah. We know that. I mean, that's just a fact. But I think the big 3, Michigan's working very hard and doing good right now. Doing good. That's what I'll give on that.
You know what pissed me off though, too? Like I seen, when you look at their profiles and shit.
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm trying to get you.
And I think they showed Carter Meadows with a Penn State jersey on with Franklin. I'm like, why would you want to play for that fraud ass motherfucker? You know what I mean? Like, to me, he looks like my dispatch manager. You know what I mean? I told him that too. I said, man, I want to smack you. He said, why? I said, because you look like James Franklin and shit. You know what I mean? Like his face is just irritating, like Ryan Day's, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and he's also can't win the big game.
Right.
At least Ryan Day. I'll give Ryan Day this. He won a natty, bro.
True.
He deserves that credit. Okay, can't beat us.
Right.
But, well, like he won a natty. James Franklin can't do that.
No. They're going out a little high because they made the playoff and they made it kind of deep or whatever. That ain't shit. If you don't win it all, man, the shit is irrelevant. The rest of the shit.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when we went to the playoff 2 years in a row before we won it, it's still irrelevant. Yeah, we made it, but them players weren't satisfied with that shit.
No.
They're trying to sell people on that bullshit. Like, man, you didn't win the shit.
That's the LeBron era.
Yeah, I agree with you on the take on that too, Johnny. Because I'm a Laker fan my whole life, and I can't lie to you, man. Like I've never been a fan of that dude. I've always seen his deepness and shit.
So Matthew Miller's in the chat. I've been battling him about LeBron James for a minute. For one, Matthew Miller, tell me I'm crazy. I ain't. He said Kobe Bryant. He said Kobe Bryant shouldn't be in the GOAT talk.
Shut up, dude.
That's what I said.
Talking about,
he says, nobody says that. I'm like, you out your fucking mind.
That's some Bati boy shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I looked up last night, and I should have known this. Everyone does know this, but I don't know if they know the exact stat. You know how many head coaches LeBron James has had?
Probably 10.
A lot.
But he is the head coach.
Yeah, that is true too.
Yeah.
Right on point.
The GM.
Yeah,
the GM. Look, bro, but we can't. like you can't mention LeBron without mentioning Steph Curry, bro. It's that simple.
I agree.
Let me say this. Let me say this real quick. I'm sorry. I love some Steph Curry, but to me, this is just my opinion. It's not about Steph Curry. It's just about players in general.
You better
How
tread
I
carefully.
always break it down, like to me, it's hard to compare players from different generations. And I'm not saying you guys are wrong on your takes, not at all. But Steph Curry is like one of the best players of his era, maybe the best player, who knows, or whatever.
Greatest point guard of all time, bro.
I wouldn't consider him a point guard. I get what you're saying.
All time, bro. I'm not hearing
well,
nothing.
see, that's because you're younger and we grew up in the era of real point guards. So I get what you're saying.
Boy,
I do.
You know what I'm saying? Having nightmares.
But to me, my favorite two players has always been Isaiah Thomas and Kevin Johnson. You know what I mean?
Boy, Isaiah Thomas will give that boy that work.
The business.
Come on, bro. This is what
bro. He will work.
Isaiah Thomas, bro. This old generation versus new generation. Like, yes, it's a different game, but
true.
At the same time, you have to account that back then they've never seen talent like today's NBA, bro.
Oh, Steph will give it to him too, but I'm saying Isaiah will give it to him.
Today's NBA is way more talented.
It is more talented.
Bigger, stronger, faster.
They're talented, but they're not more. They're not as good.
That's the trade-off. Yeah, that's the trade-off. Like,
bro.
Probably better basketball.
But get this though. Guess what? Here's the reality though. The only reason why the talent is so great now is because now they have the scientific knowledge of the training and what goes into making you better. And like those dudes paved the way. If they had the same knowledge that these players have now, those dudes would be just as skilled, bro. Like it's just like when look, Michael Jordan didn't hit the weights till the 90s.
True.
Yeah, bro, are you trying to tell me that Giannis wouldn't fucking average 30 a game in the 90s, bro?
Like
when he got I think a lot of these guys, I think a lot of these guys in today's era would have been fucking bodied in the 90s.
Yes. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I love me some Jordan. I think he's the greatest of all time, obviously. But like, bro, come on, we can't deny today's NBA is immensely talented. I mean, we got 7-footers fucking pulling up.
You got
shooters. Let me cook for a second.
Yeah, go.
This is the problem when we talk about.
This is Johnny's niche right here.
People forget what the NBA was back then. So back then, you didn't think you could win without a big man. It was a big man's league. Nobody thought you could win without a dominant big man. The Bulls didn't even want to draft Jordan because of that, but he's the best offensive player. Jordan changed the league into what it is now, where you can have an offensive scoring guard and dominate. But some of these dudes, even LeBron, he's going to have problems because he likes to go to the basket. Mm-hmm. In those days, when you went to the basket, you getting popped, and guess what? There's an actual 7-footer, defensive 7-footer. I'm not here to do nothing but rebound and block shots and put you on your head off. That's what all I'm here for.
No,
I'm not here to shoot a lazy three and play no defense. I'm here to play defense and hit you in the mouth.
No, and not only that, J.O., like he's a straight line player. He's no wiggle. He has no wiggle to him. You know what I mean? If you get what I'm saying, bro.
Phil talking great
about him being checked, bro. Look, y'all, a lot of people get caught up instead of shooting, bro. Do you understand this man is one of the most efficient point guards ever scoring in the lane? Ever.
Who we talking about? Steph Curry? Who we talking about?
Yeah, Steph. He made a point how he's gonna get checked. Did you not even watch the Rocket series, bro? That man, he got his ass beat and still fucking
But that's what I mean. It's hard to compare different eras. You know what I'm saying? That was my biggest point. You know,
like
what I'm saying?
we can't say that. Oh, he wouldn't. Bro, that Rocket series was firsthand. They were playing football out there.
I mean, I think Steph Curry would translate to that era. I even think LeBron would translate very well, but we wouldn't have it as fucking easy as he's got it now, running to the lane.
And he ain't gonna get away with flopping.
LeBron would be good in that era. He'd be great in that era. Right. All right, let me get these super chats. We get these super chats. Let me also get some of these callers. I know Timothy's been waiting, fucking impatient. I'm sorry, Timothy. I know you've been waiting, buddy. And then Dave, I know you've been waiting too. We'll get to you.
Say, let me cook.
Let me get these super chats and Cortez. We'll get your final thoughts, and I'll get these callers moving. I know you guys. All right, so we got a Wolverine casual. Of the big three, who do you feel the worst about?
All of them. All of them.
I don't know.
It's split even.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can't even answer it.
I'll tell you this. I think we can land all three. I'll tell you.
Hey, look, that's.
I'm not saying we will land all three.
I think Russell.
You think Russell? You feel the worst about?
Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick, because I feel like we're gonna get Savion for some reason. You know what I mean? Like everything lines up to me.
Yeah.
And
I think that's
Travis
Good observation. Good observation.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, come on, man. Like Tennessee, like you want to go to Tennessee? They ain't even got a quarterback.
I'm pretty sure his mentor didn't even make the trip out there, but
right, exactly. So to me,
he did not make that trip to Tennessee.
I don't know if he went to any other. I think he went to Ohio State.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So who's his top three? Tennessee, Michigan.
Well, he doesn't talk. He doesn't talk.
Yeah, but it's just us in Tennessee. That's who's in it.
Yeah. So, he ours then. He coming to Ann Arbor.
Right.
I think so. We'll find out though. Yeah. All right, we got Wolverine Casual. Give your prediction. One number, no ranges. Where does this class end up rank? I'll say 6th. What do you got, Juju?
I got 7.
Okay. John, you want to give a number?
What was it?
What number do you think the class ends up at the end of it? Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say 6. I want to say 5. I'm gonna say 5.
All right, Cortez, what you got, bro?
I would say between 6 and 8. The lowest.
No ranges. No, you broke the rules. No ranges. Gotta give a number.
Oh, my bad. I'll say 6. I'll stay with 6.
We finished 6 last year with the U-Haul.
Yeah, I like that number.
But altogether, collectively, I think this class is gonna be better. But BU's ranking overshot everything. So
right aligned. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna hop off too because I know you gotta get other people off. Hey, Johnny, what time is your show Sunday?
2:00.
2:00. Is that Eastern time or?
Yeah, 2:00 Eastern.
Okay, cool. That way I know because I may be in a different time zone at that time, so we'll see. But I just want to say, go blue, man. Is great chopping it up with you brothers, man. I appreciate it, and go blue.
Sure. Go blue.
Go blue.
All right, my man. All right, let me finish the super chat. We'll get Timothy up here. He's been waiting. I'll take Prime Shaq over anyone. Dude, Shaq is a player who would translate to any generation. I know in today's game, it'd be very tough because he's obviously he's not a stretch 5, but like I think Shaq is so great that don't matter.
I mean, bro, you can build around him though. It's ball up top with that.
Yeah. You just get him shooters. Just get him shooters, and you'd be just fine. All right, let's get Timothy up here. He's been waiting. Timothy, how you doing, buddy?
Good.
Oh yeah.
What's up with the betting odds? We all know that Penn State they gonna be ranked number 1 in preseason odds, but national title the odds they got them as they tied for the 4th or 5th best chance to win the national title, and they should be tied for first with Texas instead of Ohio State, and that's kind of strange.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was James Franklin coming into this year, I would have made like a beat Ohio drill or something like that. I would have put a lot of focus on that game because that's been holding them back.
Hey, Timothy, we're getting some feedback on your phone. Can you turn it down?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So if they get that Ohio State monkey off their back, it's going to give so much confidence to that team. I'd put so much focus. Like, we got to beat Ohio State this year. We have to.
All right, while Timothy figures out the sound, because we're still getting feedback, let's read the super chat. We got Michigan man Dan with the 12-hour hitter, which puts us into the 3rd hour. We have unlocked 3 hours, boys. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate you. 3rd hour is unlocked. If you guys still want to contribute, we'd appreciate that, but we have hit the 3rd hour. Community has done it. Thank you very much. Timothy, respond to John. I don't know. Did you hear Johnny when you were putting your headphones on? Did you hear what he said?
No.
Okay, Johnny, let him know again.
Yeah, what I was saying was if I was James Franklin, I'd be putting a lot of focus, almost like Michigan does with Ohio State, at least for this year, because if they get that Ohio State monkey off their back, it's gonna give that team so much confidence because they haven't really beat a team like Ohio State or a good Michigan team in so long. They get that win, it's gonna give that team a big boost of confidence. So if I was him, I would have put a lot of emphasis on beating Ohio State. I'd probably add drills like we did.
Check the chat if you want to call in. We got the call-in link.
Man.
One of those years, one of those years, but actually they did win it. The only reason they lost because that shady holding call with Marvin Van Harrison.
And they got the scoop and score.
Yeah. That looked like the referee has said that looked like that was a setup, and they could have won. They could have won
It
that
was a
game.
little shady. They play them close. They usually lose it in the fourth, whether it's early in the fourth or late fourth. They find a way to lose it in the fourth.
Hey, Garrison, I see you in the chat. It's a tough break, man. Tough break with Sutters, bro. It's another locker on the day.
What's up with that? So how come we play them? We blowing them out, but when Ohio State played them, I know this the years that we put Ohio State, they played them first. They struggling to blow them out, but when we play them, we blowing them out. And then the years that we played them first, we blowing them out. When Ohio State, they noticed that so Michigan had played them first. So we just watched them get blown out. They still finding some last minute the fourth down savers, some fourth down turnarounds to get them back a lead or maintain. So it seems like that whatever is working for our team to blow them out. Ohio State, they should be able to do the same thing. How tough they act, but really a close game. Each year so each year they play them, they still winning, but the amount of points Ohio State is winning is getting smaller and smaller. So
yeah,
and that been trending.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think we win by 10 plus in November.
Penn State wants to be a baby Michigan. And when Michigan, well, James Franklin wants to be a baby Harbaugh, let me say. So when Michigan is good, a good Michigan team, it's not many teams that can out Michigan. That's the problem.
Fuck, Illinois tries.
Who can?
Exactly. So he tried to build a Michigan team. You get the quarterback, you got your two stud backs, and then we would just dominate them and beat them. Because James Franklin, he wants to be Harbaugh, but he doesn't have the conviction. He'll run it early, and then he'll go away from
edges, and you get your four studs, D tackles.
Running into the two best DTs in America 20 times is a fucking choice, bro.
And the only team that played Michigan the Michigan way and outbeat us was Texas. I get them props for it. I get them props for it because they found a way to shut down our defense.
They walked in
and then we played against other the offensive teams. They came in we played against similar offensive teams, but they came into the game similar rankings at Texas, and they struggled to beat the Michigan. So for Texas to do something that those other high power offensive teams couldn't do, we should give them props.
TJ, pull up this Michael, what's his name, comment, please, sir. The only reason Penn State was in a close game with Notre Dame was the flags keeping them on the field and missed flags for Notre Dame. They are not on our level. Boy, stop. What level are y'all on? Give me a break. What are you talking about? Like y'all just been dominating. You lost to Northern Illinois last year. What level are y'all on? I'm confused. What level is he talking about? Can anybody explain? Anyone?
Well, it ain't a championship level, I'll tell you that, Johnny.
Oh, yeah.
Championship level. You a top 12 team, Michael. Congratulations.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Timothy, give us your final thoughts because we have 4 more callers we got to get to, brother. Give us your final thoughts, man. And let them know. Let them know about your podcast.
Before I do that, I wanted to say this when Juju had brought up the Oklahoma game. This one thing that Juju he got the mention because this defense they about to the face between the 4 season. They've been averaging about in between 10 to 14 points on defense, and I don't think that the Oklahoma, this current Oklahoma era, they haven't faced a defense that able to score not 1 but maybe 2 touchdowns per game or every other game.
Talk your shit.
I don't think that they're gonna be prepared because when Texas, when we had the play with Texas, we heard the Texas fan, they talking, they running they mouth, but we don't hear the Oklahoma fans doing that. So that's telling me that they must be afraid to speak.
Yeah, they don't know how good they're gonna be.
We got better. Look, all I know is that defense travels. We have veterans all over that defense at every level.
Okay, the name of my channel is called The Thunder Ratman, the Michigan football show, and this is a good show. Everybody that is subscribed, y'all should continue to watch it. If you are not subscribed, I currently got 142 subscribers.
There we go. Let's help our buddy out. Let's help him get to 1,000. Subscribe to our friend Timothy Redmond's Thunder Redmond Michigan Football Show. My guy loves Michigan as much as you do. Let's support him. All right.
Support him. Let's get this brother, this young man to 1,000. It's free. Don't cost you nothing.
Timothy, I think we're gonna get you to 1,000 before the end of the football season. All right, buddy.
Yeah.
That's the goal. All right.
Yeah.
All right, man. All right. Well, have a good night.
By
all right,
then, we should have a 5th win because the white rival is in the title. Things could go against us, but they don't have no players that beat the Michigan before, so they don't know what it's like to
no gold pants. They got no gold pants, Timothy. But all right, buddy, have a good weekend. All right, Timothy.
Yeah, but we got some maize pants though.
Yeah, we do. Go blue, bro. Go blue.
And real quick, have your brother subscribe to him. Have your girlfriend to subscribe to him. Have your wife subscribe to him. Ain't no whoa. Subscribe to him. Ain't no whoa. Subscribe to him. Get him to 1,000 so he can get some chips with dip.
Bro. I already made like two random new accounts just to subscribe, bro.
Everybody. Get your whole family to subscribe so he can get paid to make these videos.
All right, we got a super chat. I want to honor the super chat. Well, first, actually, I got to read this. So, Les Austin, the best Michigan podcasters are the Avengers on any platform. Go Blue. Thank you. We really I appreciate the fuck out of it, dude. So thank you very much. All the kind words, dude. We appreciate it. I know we do. I know Kinetic Maze Maniac and everybody, Johnny Diadamo. Yeah, it means a lot, man. So thank you. Antoine Johnson. Let me ask the panel a question. Match this team with a championship team. What are we missing if anything we need upgraded? So I think he's talking about this 2025 team. What are we missing?
It's proven. It's a proven go-to receivers. You don't know who to go to. You think it's going to be Donovan McCulley, but you don't know yet. Who's the second receiver? Who's the go-to second receiver? Right. Who's that third receiver that's going to show up and show out? Is it the tight end? Who is it? You don't know.
So yeah, and Antoine, if I'm misreading your question, let me know in the chat. You don't got to do a super. And if I am, I'll clarify. We'll get a more accurate answer for you. But I think that's what you're asking. But also to Ralph Wolf's point, a left tackle. Now, Sam Webb did say today, right here, if Frazier is a starting left tackle, what's your concern level? So I guess this follows right into it. I'm actually more optimistic because I was a fan of Frazier, Blake Frazier coming out of high school. Evan Link, like, it's not that Evan Link's a bad offensive lineman. It's just he's not a tackle.
Why don't they switch him to guard, bro? What's the whole?
Well,
they're not going to do.
Why?
Well, Juju, tell me if you disagree here, but like I think, one guard is going to be Giovanni El Hadi. That's done. The other guard, in my opinion, is Nathan Afobe, and I just think they're better than Evan Link.
They keep trying to force him to tackle.
What?
So what's the concern level if it's Frazier? I'm at like maybe a 3 or a 4 just because it's on. I'll say a 4 just because it's unknown. But I mean, I believe in Frazier. I think he can handle that. But he's got to prove it, you know.
Well, again, I don't think like it's gonna be as big of a deal as it was last year. No matter who's at left tackle, obviously, I think Link's gonna start. But
you do?
I do. Because he has experience, and look, we play 3 real defenses the whole year, 3. So I think
who are you saying? USC, Ohio State, Nebraska.
Well, maybe it's USC. We beat them with a linebacker last. They run our system, so I do give them top 25 this year probably. So they'll have a decent defense, but we out physical them with a fucking linebacker at quarterback. I mean,
we can't count that's just going to happen again.
No, of course not. They're actually the one game I have circled because we haven't won a game out west against a West team since the 80s. So that's the game I have circled just for whatever politics. But anyway, I think Link is going to start. If we start Blake Frazier, he hasn't started to snap ever, and he's been hurt.
Bro, I want to sit down and come in when they do that big set.
All right. Hey guys, we're gonna bring up Dan. Even though I was just told by somebody not to. But I want to just see. Let's have an experiment. He's a Buckeye, guys. So we'll be respectful. Now, let's see if he can play ball. So let's find out.
Good.
Dan, what up, man? Oh, don't you got a problem with Burks?
Oh, bro, I was on
first
Harrison show. He was over there.
Yeah, wait, you don't like Burks, right?
Yeah, I already got my problem with Burks already fixed.
Yeah, well, so a lot of people in the community. Just so you know, I think you got a lot of more friends than you realize. There's a lot of people unhappy.
First of all, TJ, this Buckeye ain't here to talk shit. All right.
Fair enough. Respect.
I ain't here to talk shit. All right. I know that's shocking y'all, but yeah, I ain't here to talk shit.
Okay. So what's the word, man? What do you want to talk about?
Oh no, I was just telling Mark about my frustrations with college football. The sport has gone either just down south or with all the NIL deals. Yeah, what happened there?
You muted.
You're muted.
Shit, all right, was it my mic that messed up, or was it that messed up?
That was yours.
That was weird.
Yeah, bro, go. You're good.
No, because I'm like, where's like the old school like young fellas that play old school football? In my opinion, where are they? Where are those guys, in my opinion? Because it seems like there's no more of them in the world of college football nowadays.
You don't think Michigan plays an old school game?
Oh my god!
I'm not saying about particularly Michigan. I'm talking about high school recruits that are coming to colleges to get committed. That's what I'm saying, dog.
Well, it's a new era, bro. These kids they're kind of chasing stacks right now, bro. You know, it's all about money unfortunately. For the most part, not all of them, but a lot of them. There's some kids who are built old school.
Stink, but at the same time, college football's changed. And let me bring this up to you. As far as like the GOAT basketball mountain subject, the only two people that sit on GOAT Mountain at the highest peak is Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. No questions asked. Anybody can argue with me about that, but I have Jordan, Kobe at my top two. Nobody else.
I agree with you. I think it's Michael Jordan, Kobe, then
the replica in the top 5.
Like Steph Curry, sit him down. Because Jordan and Kobe, you have not gotten up to the highest peak of GOAT Mountain yet. You have not.
What? You say did you say he doesn't have a gold medal?
He ain't reached the highest.
My problem
how does he not reach the highest?
He does have what, four national titles, or is it 5?
He's got 40. He's got 4.
He's a gold medalist. He's a Finals MVP. He's an MVP. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, I mean, he's won some. He doesn't have 5.
He got 1 Finals MVP.
Yeah,
but
that's what I said.
The thing with Steph Curry that makes me leave him a little further down is he's not a two-way player. He gives effort, but he ain't that good at defense.
He just had one of his best defensive years of his career at like 37.
He gives effort, but he's not really
in that Rocket series. He was. I understand what you're saying. It's just not consistent. In that Rocket series, bro, Amon Thompson was posting him up, but he wasn't giving. What did you say, Johnny? He gets nothing. Nothing.
I'm tired of y'all nothing up against me.
and Matthew Miller, just so you know, I'll be seeing you later this week, and I'm going to make sure that you know Ohio State's coming in the horseshoe and whooping y'all's ass August 30th. Just so you know.
In the queue.
You talking about Texas?
I'm talking about Texas.
All right, fine. We'll bring Matthew Miller up. He called him out. Let's go, Matthew Miller. He's calling you out, bro.
Listen, I can't take this guy seriously. He said Ohio State would beat Oregon by 50, Michigan by 50, and Texas by 21. So I don't. He can just go off, do what he needs to do.
Dan, I got a question for you, bro.
Go ahead, Juju, because I respect you, dog.
No, like this is like halfway. So don't. I was listening to you when I was on Garrison's show. Like, it's a serious question. How many have you had to drink tonight?
What the hell do you mean by that? I'm curious.
How many brewskis have you had?
Dan? Did you have any? Did you?
They were all getting down, bro.
The only thing I had to drink was at least 4 Mountain Dews.
So he's fucking wired, Juju. Why are you coming at my guy right now?
No, I'm not coming at him. I said, don't take it personal. I thought he was slurring his words earlier when he was on Garrison's show. I was crying backstage, bro.
He's just amped up, bro. He's got a lot of passion. Leave him alone.
Yeah, he was talking about the.
Dan, give us your prediction on the week 1 Ohio State Texas battle. What's the score? And then we'll get Matthew Miller's response.
I must say that game is going to be at least like Tennessee 42-17, or at least like 49-17. State's defense is going to open it up early against Arch Manning. Get blitzes in, get the sacks in against Arch Manning, get the interceptions. Let Jeremiah Smith cook in the third quarter, and just let them boys cook. And then when that defense is done, they're just going to be dragging Arch Manning all day along Columbus. And that's all I got to say about that.
All right, Matt Miller, your rebuttal. Go.
I mean, no matter what I say here,
you want to hear it, Matt. Let the people decide.
I think I have money on the game, man. So I have Texas winning the game. I had us losing to Ohio State last year. When I feel confident in something, I put money on it. I think Texas is going to beat Ohio State because it's week 1. Because it's week 1, we have a little bit more coming back coaching wise. We have a little bit more coming back.
Matthew, hold on now. Hold on.
I have a question for Matthew.
Shut up. Because you're going to lose a second time, and then you're going to lose a third time. And that's the bottom line. Ohio State's cooking.
You want to put money on this, Dan?
He's stone cold.
Stone cold shit, bro.
I don't even need to put money down on it because I already know Ohio State's going to be cooking y'all's carcasses.
Put money on it. You won't. It ain't my money.
Okay.
Oh my
I
goodness.
actually know that correct, Matthew. So how about you do me a favor? Sit on down, son, because the Buckeyes are going to be coming in, stomping on your carcasses like nobody else, son.
Hey, Matthew, I ain't gonna lie. Personally, I don't know if I'll be able to take that, bro.
He can say whatever he wants. I don't take people with IQs of 50 opinions seriously, so I don't really care.
No, I got a question for you though, man. Like genuine, like football, shoulder side. A lot of people think that games come down to the quarterback. I think the game comes down to what is Texas new offensive line gonna do, and for Ohio State, it's their coordinators. I think those two things, how well the coordinator is gonna mesh week one, and how well is the whole new line gonna mesh. I think that's what it comes down. Whoever performs, I think is gonna win the game.
No, I don't disagree with that. I'm most concerned about our left guard. It's going to be his first start, and Ohio State. But I will say Ohio State and Garrison when he comes up here, and we've already talked about it. We had a preview. The interior isn't great this year for them, like last year. Last year was really good with Tyleek Williams and those guys. So I think that's kind of like a weakness versus a weakness. So that's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, it's Houston, and a bunch of dudes, a bunch of guys chips.
And listen, I think we have the best front seven in college football. So
I agree.
think
I actually agree.
It's going to be a lot of fun to watch them versus Ohio State's offensive line. I think Ohio State's offensive line is going to be pretty good. I agree. And that's my thing is like Ohio State has a lot of new coaches. Texas doesn't. Texas is one of 3 programs that have their defensive coordinator, their offensive coordinator, their head coach the same the last 5 years. There's only 3 teams that can say that. So
I agree. And I want to address the whole because I don't know people. This is me defending Texas a little bit too, because you guys are taking 5 DTs in the portal. I want to remind everyone who their defensive line coach is for one, and like the run defense is always no matter what it's gonna be fine. So everyone who says portal this, I mean mistake. You guys took 3 last year, right?
We took more than 3. We took like 4 or 5.
4? Okay. See, bro, they're gonna be just fine. Run defense,
man.
Well, and the edges are so good this year. I mean, Trey Moore, Brad Spence are going to come down off their linebacker position. They'll be both. They'll be linebackers or edges. And then Colin Simmons, to me, is one of the 2 best pass rushers in the country.
Yeah, I said it. Like, I gave it to Texas. Look, I think our front 7 is going to be top 3 to 5 this year. But I went and said it. Texas, Oregon, and God, I don't remember who the third one. But Texas and Oregon
has a good front 7 too.
Yeah.
All right. Let me ask Dan.
Here's the thing, Matthew. I'm gonna tell you this. You are lucky I don't come on the Texas show and start cooking you, because I will cook your butt. And you know what? The funny thing is, just be worried about how to say you got people also on the house. So y'all George too. So I'm just letting y'all know.
Dan, let me ask you an honest question. Let me ask you this. I want to know what you think. Who is gonna win the Michigan-Ohio State game in November? Let me know.
Can I give you my honest answer, DJ?
Yes, please.
It's gonna be.
I'm about to say that's kind of that's an honest throw up. I can't really firmly say what.
I respect that.
So the line came down from 50 last year. Okay.
Hey, you know what though? He's being honest. All right, but all right, Dan. We gotta get to our next callers. Appreciate you, bro, coming in. I know some people. You seem to be a polarizing figure. Some people are with it, some people are not, but it's all good, bro. Good conversation.
Listen, I've been hated by my own fan base because of what I do. And even Burks, Burks hated by own Wolverine fans. I'm like, what the heck, man?
Burks got a lot of enemies too, bro.
We done kicked Burks out of here. Now he on a worldwide tour. I'm trying to be the smart Michigan fan. I'm trying to be the Michigan fan. Boy, shut up.
I ain't gonna lie. Call him JB on Osborne.
All right, Dan. Well, we're gonna get you out of here, but good chatting with you. All right, buddy.
I'm gonna speak.
I'll see y'all next week.
All right, see you later, Dan. All right, I got Blue Wolverines super chat here, and he goes, TJ, don't let Dan bring his WWE themedoms nonsense to the show. He has been kicked from many shows, officially boycotting. Blue Wolverine, come on, man, boycotting the show until he is removed, brother. It's just 5 minutes. It's okay. We're just, we're having fun. Okay? It's a 3-hour show. We can have a little fun. And he was respectful. I thought he was all right. Yeah. He didn't go too crazy,
You should have heard his rant on
That's it. He wasn't that respectful.
I'll say this, though.
I just laugh when he's on anything because it's like, how can I take it seriously?
Boys, have a little fun. Have a little fun. Like everything ain't so serious all the time. And like not only that, like if you did get, if anyone, it doesn't even not even Dan, but if anyone goes like out of path or out of pocket, then they're gone, bro. Like we'll kick them. They'll get out.
As long as he didn't come on with that cocky Ohio State, they gonna just drill us.
He goes, bro. Can I be honest? It's a toss up. How can you?
Yeah, because we got that humble pie. We done served that humble pie.
I was gonna say it took 4 years in a row. It went from like 150 all the way down to 50 last year to even this year. So
hey,
Texas, serve him up a humble pie at the beginning of the year, and we gonna serve him up another piece at the end of the year.
But Blue Wolverine, don't boycott us, brother. You're part of the community. We need you, man. Say what up to Micah for me. Come on, brother. All right. So we'll get our next call around. We got Marmar. We got a fan favorite. If Marmar's there, I think he's playing Xbox now. Marmar, are you there? Oh, he's there. Marmar, what are you doing, bro? You shooting people on TV?
No, I was playing college football. What up, though?
What up, man? What up?
Damn, Marmar, you big timing me on Twitter, bro. I followed you, bro. He big time.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I had to, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? What up, though? What up, though? J-O-J? We be cooking in that motherfucking war zone, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? We be cooking them up, you feel me? Mm-hmm. What up, though? What up, Texas fan?
What's up?
What's your name, Matt?
Yeah, Matt's fine. We live. I'm pretty sure me and him live pretty close to each other because I'm from Ohio. You're from Ohio. I'm from the Dayton area. So.
Nah, I don't live. I'm from Michigan, bro.
Yeah, he's
from. I just live in Ohio.
You live in? Okay.
Yeah. Where you live at?
I live near Dayton.
Damn.
Yeah, like Englewood.
Yeah, I'm in Fairborn.
Yeah, so not that far.
So we need to link up so we can clown these Ohio State fans around here. You feel me?
I feel that.
Hey, Matt, y'all about to do them bad. They don't even know what's about to hit them.
Hey, I have money on it for a reason. I feel very confident in that game. Very confident in that game.
I do too.
So what do you think the score is going to be?
It's going to be like 58.
Okay, I'm not that confident. I was going to say like 24-14, 24-16.
Nah, they ain't even getting 14. Not what Julian's saying. I don't care what nobody say. Do that work, try to make it make sense. But Julian's saying, he trying to say Julian saying was better than Manny. I said, nah, bro, no.
Hey, look, there's a long way to go, but there was sources inside that building saying that quarterback competition is not a closed deal.
Yeah, I heard that. That's probably just coach talk.
I watched the spring game and see how easy throws they were giving him so many easy throws. Well, Bryce out here making difficult throws.
Well, I mean, look, Ohio State they do like what most people. I mean, they do ones versus ones. We split our team up.
Well, if that defense was ones, boy, they in for a long season.
Ones versus ones, twos versus twos.
Those were ineligible. They want.
Oh, okay. Well, Michigan breaking the chocolate.
A lot of cover two. Hey, bro. TJ, please put this Michael comment up for me, please.
You love going there, Michael, don't you?
Bro, I can't help it. 100% Ohio State wins this year. I picked Michigan to win last year in the spring, just like I'm doing with this pick. I have no love for either. I don't care what you say. You was the same person picking Notre Dame to be able to lock down Ohio State in the championship. You thought I forgot, boy? Think I forgot about you saying that? Well, Notre Dame's going to lock up Ohio State in the championship. Boy, we ain't forget. I want to hear
your pick. And they didn't.
Hey, look, as much as they play macho and we're going to play man coverage, but they sat in zone a lot. It just didn't work out for them. They didn't have the front four.
To switch from playing man all the time to zone, you have to consistently do it through the season. You can't just switch and play zone all of a sudden when you've been playing man all year.
I mean, look,
Don Brown. That's Don Brown right there.
The injuries, look, they had a lot of injuries. Like you can't play too high and not be able to get the pressure with four, bro. Like just not gonna work.
And they didn't have a good pass rush also.
No, they had injuries. Like you can't play that. You can't. That's the only way you can play an Ohio State offense, bro, and have success and slow them down.
I'm not letting it go for him because he had his chest puffed out too much before that Natty game.
I don't know why his chest puffed out. It should be deflated after that ass whooping.
I think last year too, like the best 3 teams were on one side of the bracket. I think Ohio State, Oregon, and Texas were the 3 best teams, and they were on one side of the bracket.
I said it, bro. I said it. If Ohio State get past Texas, they're the only personnel that can match up outside of Michigan on defense to an elite level. Oregon to a degree, but to an elite level, I thought that was the two.
All right. EH number 4 had a question, and typically we take super chats, but we'll take this one. He goes, portal question. Are we done? He wants another corner and a tackle. We are done.
Are we done?
We're done. Yeah, I know we got Garcia. I know we picked up Garcia, but that we're done.
We just picked up me at quarterback. Fuck.
Picked up you?
You ain't that good, Juju.
You weren't ranked top 100.
Bro, I can throw eight TDs and 12 picks, bro.
And people saying that he's not as good as Davis Warren, they about the same to me. Two not good quarterbacks. Once you get to a certain level of not being good at quarterback, you're both pretty much the same to me.
The guys speed to the midget, bro. It's Bryce Underwood and a bunch of baggage shit, bro.
Yeah.
So our guy GT with the $5 super chat. I hope the Notre Dame defensive coaches went to confession after their play calling in the Natty because they let the whole world down. Yes,
exactly.
they did.
I ain't give Notre Dame.
Bro, we were all Notre Dame fans for a day.
Exactly.
Damn.
With your chest puffed out. What kills me with Michael is he's got his chest puffed out still, like they won the national championship. Y'all lost, brother.
You ain't first, you last, dog.
Hey, Johnny, by the way, he's in denial.
I had a bet in that game of Ohio State winning 13 to 18 points, and they screwed me off of that. They screwed me. They were up by that the whole game, and then Notre Dame had to come back. So I hate you even more now, Notre Dame, than I did prior. So thank you for that.
Hey, Matthew, isn't it ironic in week 1 and week 2, our fan bases are generational hate watcher games?
Yeah, we are. And I think you guys should beat Oklahoma, but it's like I told TJ, you guys are just the Big Ten version of Oklahoma. Like Oklahoma has the same strengths and weaknesses as your team does.
But look, I'm telling you, the shit clicks.
Our defense is better though.
Yeah, it is, but not by a lot. It's not like
they got a top 20 defense. It's a top 20 defense. They may have us at wide receiver though.
No,
Burks. Yeah, Burks is really good, but Mateer is not going to be doing all that running around BS like he was doing versus,
Matthew,
Wyoming.
Matthew, tell everybody about Mateer. Your deep dive on Mateer, bro, against go ahead.
So I said Power 4 competition. Someone hit me back, by the way, on this and said Oregon State. Dude, Oregon State and Washington State are 2 teams in their own conference. That doesn't count, so I'm not counting that game. But in their Power 4 games, he had 49% completion percentage, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception throwing. He did all his stuff on the ground. And if you think a 6'1", 220-pound dude's going to run for 1,000 yards in the SEC, you are out of your effing mind. You're out of your mind.
Bro, yeah, and
I did a similar breakdown like 2 weeks ago and said the same thing. He's Fugazi. His numbers are Fugazi.
This is why
he's not bad. He's better than what they had last year.
Yeah, I mean,
but he's not. He's not what his numbers say.
No, it is very ironic how similar we are. And look, Mateer, this is the best defense he's going to play to week 2 before he plays. You guys play. They play you guys, right?
Oh yeah. Week 6.
That would be the second best defense he's ever played. Otherwise, I think Texas defense is going to be a little bit better than ours this year. But you get what I'm saying? Like, he's going to play some real teams in the SEC, and the test is week 2, just like it is Bryce Underwood. I think again, Bryce Underwood, that is the best defense he's going to play all year.
I didn't know Washington State was independent. That schedule was hot garbage. It was
really bad.
It was unbelievable to look at. Like, bro, this is
they call themselves the Pac-12 when you have Oregon State and Washington State. That's all that is. They're independent. That's what they are.
Yeah.
But anyway, that game, because you can attest to it, Matt. I keep saying, like, bro, what does OU have at O-line? What are they?
No, their O-line was bad last year, and it's just as bad this year. It's
what
probably worse.
Like, look, ours was not the greatest, but we're gonna have another year to gel all together. I think we're gonna be better this year, especially in the new scheme. So it's like what they had last year. It was so bad.
Yeah,
So
and they
I just
had
don't know.
injuries, and then a lot of those guys transferred out. Like the guy from Washington transferred in, and I believe transferred right back out to Washington. So it's like, I don't think it's going to be that good. Their defense will still be pretty good, but they're also missing their like leader on defense. Stutzman was the leader of that defense. So
I mean,
I think they're like a 7-5, 8-4 team personally.
I mean, I had them at 8. I had them at 8-4, and like everyone, like I mentioned this earlier. Everyone keeps saying, "Oh, quarterback, running back, wide receiver duo." You know how long we've been dealing with this shit with the Ohio States of the world. Like, you don't think we can deal with an Oklahoma team with a quarterback that doesn't have a lot of, experience against a power 4 team, and wide receivers are not even close to Ohio State's level?
Yeah, their best player is the running back who they just got from Cal.
He's
Jaden
a dog.
Nutt's their best player.
He's a dog. Give him that.
Yeah, let me get this super chat. So Scott Daughtry says, "How is linebacker recruiting going?" Juju, answer that for us.
Bro, where's my Henny, bro? That's all I got to say, bro. I'll pick up the bottle, bro.
Scott, I'll be honest with you. It's just not. It's not on the level of other things.
Look,
Markel Dabney
coach is about to pop off here soon, and Brian John Marie is on vacation.
Yeah, it's like every position's kind of cooking right now. The team, but for some reason, Brian John Marie cannot land. I mean, we got Nathan Wasu-Boateng last cycle. Chase Taylor, I am a fan of.
We're about to flip a Liberty kid, bro.
It's like Markel Dabney, Kenneth Goodwin's going to SMU. Markel Dabney, who is at SMU, is coming to Michigan. Nick Abrams is kind of looking SEC right now.
We're about to flip a Liberty kid, bro.
So what's his problem? What's
I don't know. What's crazy is he's actually used to be known as a really strong recruiter, like an ace recruiter. Bro. Like,
he was a recruiter at Texas.
He was actually the recruiting director at Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this shit is like, so I ain't gonna lie, like every time Brian Jummery's like brought up, it just kills me, bro.
Dude, I don't know what's happening because he's supposed to have SEC ties. He was at Tennessee. He also coached at Louisville. He's supposed to have Florida ties because he was at USF.
Jimmy got rid of him for a reason, bro.
Well, he didn't fit the defense. They were trying to replace him. But anyways, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm still mad we lost our linebacker coach. Because he was good. He was damn good.
Okay, this is a good question. Stallions Express says, and they got the $2.99. I don't know, Aussie, whatever. I don't know if those are called, but we'll take them. Percentage of Brody Jennings staying in the class. All right, honest percentage of Brody Jennings staying in the class, 0.
We are gonna push him out. Like,
no, it's not even about pushing him out.
He was gone before. I'm saying, like, but like, we're getting kids who are, in my opinion, that are better than them.
Yeah, well, okay. So I really love Donovan Webb and Dorian
Bro, Dabney
Barnes.
is the 100% better than Brody Jennings.
But Andre Clark, I kind of like Brody Jennings more. What do you think?
Yeah, that one's a kind of a. I mean, I'll take that because you can. Because I'm not saying Brody Jennings is bad by any means. I like the pickup. It's just, bro, the writing was on the wall. He committed over a year ago.
Yeah, I know. Well, sometimes they stick, dude. I don't know. I mean, there's an argument to be had that some of these kids commit early so they can get that.
Well, look, I'm not worried about Lamar, bro. We're gonna find a big fish and we're gonna flip him at the end of the cycle. I am confident in that.
What, at corner or at safety? What?
Either or.
Wouldn't it be funny if Brian Jean-Marie like just flips like a top backer?
I would walk back everything I said.
All right, Rocky wants to know. He puts in the super chat. Then he says, "How do I call in? Here's the link. You want to call in, talk some ball. Here's the link. Just put the link in the URL. You'll find it."
Yeah, CJ. I didn't bring up his name because of certain incidents that happened.
We know what happened. You can say it, Juju.
Yeah, I just don't like talking about it because then I don't like getting on a tangent about the sanctions bullshit.
Yeah, I miss Chris Partridge. Okay, Rocky says, did he just say we are the Big Ten version of Oklahoma?
Uh-oh.
Damn, did Garrison leave? So did Wolverine Casual. I just realized, oh no, Garrison's still here.
No, I get what he's saying. Like, we have the same issues. I think we're going to have a better team than them.
No, I agree. I mean, also that has to do with schedule too, because Oklahoma's schedule.
Yeah, they have a brutal schedule. I also think we have better coach. I just think our staff is better than theirs.
Oh, I agree. I agree with that. I don't think Venables is a head coach. I think he's coordinator.
He's not.
Could you imagine if we still had Chris Partridge on the staff?
Fuck.
Bro,
I'll literally like.
I can't believe they kicked him out like that, bro. I mean, I can, but like shit, dude. I feel like you could have not.
Like, why did you do that?
Well, because you know the whole NCAA shit, bro.
Well, they cleaned the house with pretty much everybody except Sharon.
Yeah,
a few
like
others.
I said, bro, this year's gonna be so much better on so many different levels. Like Sharon, our like main position coaches, they have coaches behind them. Like he buttoned this shit up.
Yeah,
all right,
so
we're
he
gonna
can actually do his job now.
So Garrison, sit tight. I want to pull Rocky up here because he's in a disagreement with Matthew, and then after we get through this, I'll pull you up. All right, Garrison. Rocky, everyone
I
wants
just
to
had
comment
Juju agree with me.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we're Rocky.
I understand where he's coming from.
Well,
Talk to
yeah,
us,
when you
brother.
put it like that, I guess, bro. But like, come on, bro. You cannot compare it to like Oklahoma is just the most underachieving fucking program I've ever seen in my life.
I
Like,
think he
they've
just
had-
means like the teams this year.
Whoa. Ever?
bro. Not ever, bro. But like
Well,
as
in
of
recent
late,
times,
they are super underachieving. Like you got the big name head coach, you got the Heisman winners at quarterback, you got the 5-star recruits, and you can't pull off a fucking win in the playoffs. Like, come on, dog.
No, I don't
Yeah, they
disagree
were
with
getting
that.
destroyed in the playoffs.
That's love, CJ. That's love.
And I think like we're really different. We're built inside out. I think they're trying to like build outside in for some reason. I know they're like a defensive team. He's like Venables, a defensive type of guy, but like I think like they're like maybe like a Michigan light. A lot of teams are trying to do that shit lately. I feel like we really set the pathway for a lot of teams, bro. The formula we've been doing, bro, inside out, it works well, man. Like you can take these games, slow them down, and just beat some teams' ass that might have a little more talent than you. Hence, like that Ohio State game last year. You feel me?
I don't think that's just a Michigan thing, though. I think if you look at every national championship team, they're always going to have really good offensive and defensive lines. Like that's just how you win football games.
No, for
right,
sure.
but a lot of teams don't build their team like that, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, the question is, can they? Do they have the money?
Yeah. Bama's not.
Well, Michigan didn't do it with
trenches.
money, though. Michigan didn't do it with money. We didn't do
Well,
it.
I'm
with
saying, like now in this era, yeah, I agree. Not with Harbaugh. I mean, that was his personality.
But in general, like the SEC, like I know shit. I mean, man, we're one in the same recruiting because we've been battling all cycle for these damn offensive linemen. But as far as Alabama, we've been whooping their ass on the trail.
Yeah, they're not the same anymore. People don't realize like Saban had discounts. Like he had that 10-15% discount of you come here, you're gonna go to the NFL. That no longer exists.
You ain't got that with the boy.
Yeah.
They even pulled out Saban already, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's recruiting for him. He's on the trail now. It's crazy.
They need him.
That's just wild.
Not only going to the NFL, but you're probably going to win a national title.
Yeah. I think up until like his last 3 or 4 years, everyone through there went to the NFL and then at least won one national championship if you stayed 4 years, which is freaking crazy.
Insane.
That's the anomaly, bro. Like I don't think we're gonna see that shit again.
No.
This is my question to you guys.
Don't tell Ohio State that. They think they in dynasty mode now.
Yeah, they do. What position group worries you guys the most this year? I got an underrated one.
Like what team?
On Michigan.
Oh.
Wait, what position group what?
Worries you the most?
Probably offensive line right now.
Yeah, it's offensive line. Just because it's not proven. And I'm worried about left tackle.
They're saying, bro, I don't know, Sam Webb. I was listening to his little roundtable today. He was like, "Oh, I think Blake Frazier is going to be the starting left tackle," and I'm like,
I know. Well, maybe he's the guy. I mean, is it possible?
I would love that.
It's possible. He was a good recruit.
Bro,
but
I'm so straight off Link, bro. I want nothing to do with Link at left tackle. Like I'm so good on that. I know he had some good games down the stretch, but like I just
it's about the consistency with him.
That's what I'm saying. He can't, bro. It's not like he can't fucking play like this. He can. That's what frustrates me. Is we've seen him at his best. Ohio State, Bama, or not Bama, but Ohio State. The back half of that year, he was good. Like that's what pisses me off about him is this consistency. And there's a ways around left tackle. My biggest is if a phobia is not good, then that's my problem. Now you have two issues, but I don't think so. I think he's gonna be good, but
yeah.
Well, the big thing for those stretches down, like with the stretch we made, is like, bro, we didn't pass the fucking rock for shit. So you don't even know what he looked like in pass pro, really. Like we did here and there, but like we don't even know what he looks like.
Hey, look, when you have a 0 grade in one game, a 0, you don't even have a grade. Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, he was like the second worst ranked offensive.
This is the worst PFF grade
first like 8 weeks
ever.
Bro, for most of that year last year, when we tried to pass, it was a nightmare. The blocking was not good. They were coming right through, bro. Like right through. Davis Warren was
look, I know it's not gonna happen this year, but like I said, next year and the 3 years after that, I think we're getting back to great O-lines. But I know we have Jake coming up at center, but I think you need to go land a center in the portal. I think you need to. Like, look at our growing offense. We've had a damn good center. You need it, bro. And I just don't know with Jake, and I think Crip is fine, but you need an elite center, in my opinion.
We've had elite centers. Ruiz was elite.
That's what I'm saying. We haven't had it.
We had good center lineage for sure.
We had
fucking Drake Nugent.
We had Olu. Like that was when we made our pushes.
Was tough. We took that shit for granted. He was tough.
Oh, and now I believe he's starting for the Seattle Seahawks now, man. So
if you don't take any, like I know all of our offensive linemen are young and they're very talented, but if you don't take, bro, you go to the portal and get a fucking center, bro. I don't care. Just go get one.
Yeah. Let me give a shout out here to Michigan Man Dan. 4 months of membership. Partridge was an elite recruiter. He absolutely was, which is why if we had Partridge, like for real, if we had Partridge and you got Lou, Lamar Morgan, and Chris Partridge on that defense with Sharon Moore as head coach, that'd be just. I bet you we'd be getting like top 5 LBs.
To be fair, bro. To be fair, like he did pull Owusu, Joker, whatever his name is.
That wasn't Brian John Marie.
Come on, bro. Like you got to give him some credit.
Well, you don't think Brian Montgomery had any impact on Nathan Owasu Boateng?
Fuck no.
Yes, he did. Who was it? Come on, he's a positional coach. He had.
Bro, that is literally like.
This is generational hate.
This man literally is publicly saying, "I love Wink. I love his defense." He said nothing
I'm
sure
it mattered, but Brian John Marie still recruited him, bro. I mean, Wink, Wink. Obviously,
let me ask you this, TJ.
Yeah.
If it had to do anything with Brian John Marie, wouldn't you think it would do better right now? Because let me tell you,
if it had
Wink,
to do with
Wink and Sharon Moore have not recruited, have not stepped in any recruitment yet.
Let's say this. You see Wink interviewing for jobs. Why is he still around then? Like if that's what he recruited for, that we committed for. Like if it was solely Wink, he knew he was gonna flirt with the NFL. I'm not buying that fully. I think we gave him a good package. I think Brian John Marie did a good job on that. And like I think this cycle, bro, like are we giving him funding for linebacker really? Like I don't know. It looks like we're like trying to go big on other positions. I think all right. So I think Rocky, I think that's an excellent point because I do believe now this isn't for sure yet because we only have literally 2 cycles to look at, but I do believe Michigan is prioritizing certain position groups each year, which a lot of teams do this. Like the NFL models to do that too. Well, some NFL teams,
bro.
Like it looks like many have said, last year was offensive line and DBs. This year it seems to be the defensive line, wide receivers, and potentially running back. Because last year, running back. What up?
It needs to be DB
again.
We had a fat ass.
We were. Even if you land this, look, you gotta look who's in our conference: Oregon, Ohio State, Washington, USC. It needs to be a priority every year.
All right. Let me just keep going through. So Scott Daughtry, I'm sorry, gifted 5 memberships to the Voice Couch Football. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Keegan with. And actually, this super chat made me think, and it's probably true as shit. Brick by Brick 26, which is essentially the slogan for the 26 class. Michigan, I feel like the reason why this slogan was picked, not just because of like, oh, well, that's cute, it rhymes. I think Michigan really believes that this class, they were going to construct this the way they were constructing it. They were going all in, which is why they went with this slogan. And I think it's more than just a clever slogan that just rhymes. I think it's literally about building the blueprint of this next national title. I think there's actually something to that. We got T here, $1.99. We don't like Gary. Relax. He's coming up next, by the way. I like Garrison. All right, so we got Wolverine Casual who left. Wolverine Casual, where'd you go? Question for our Texas friend. As a team that does not want to ruin a number 1 ranked quarterback, what happened to Quinn Ewers and how do we not do that? Fair question.
So, one,
bro, Quinn was not bad, bro.
No, I know he gets so much hate, dude. It's unreal. But first off, the 7th round thing is only because of injuries. He was like a somewhere between 3rd and 5th round if he's healthy. Let's be fully honest here, because some of those guys that got drafted over him. When I saw Dylan Gabriel get drafted over Quinn Ewers, I wanted to blow my head off. That dude will never play a down in the NFL. He will be cut. But yeah, so. Let's be honest here. The COVID recruiting, his numbers were inflated. Like, he was probably a 4-star recruit that got bumped up because the highlights were off the chart, the 7-on-7, all that stuff. I'm on record. I thought coming out of high school, Cade Klubnik was better than Quinn Ewers. So we'll see if I'm right on that one. But yeah, I think you guys will be fine with Bryce Underwood. Obviously, if don't do what some of your fans want to do with Davis Warren. Like, if he struggles, they'll be like, yeah, we got to pull him. Got to pull him right away. You want to kill his confidence, do that.
We don't got nothing to pull him for.
Look, in all respect to Quinn
Ewers,
dog. All respect to Quinn Ewers, but this Bryce Underwood is too good to fail, bro. Like, his ceiling depends on the staff, but I feel like he's gonna be good no matter what. Like, just depends on how good. How good are you gonna be?
Got to put him.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
All right,
my question, real quick, because we was talking about Sam Webb. Do we trust what Sam Webb says about the team? Not recruiting. Do we trust what he says about the team yet? Again, do we?
We can't trust anybody, bro. Not yet.
Okay.
Recruiting,
I understand what you're getting at, Johnny.
Recruiting, yeah, we can trust what he says. I'm talking about the actual team.
Yeah, but the team, not yet, bro. You can't trust anyone in that building until it's proven.
For those who ain't picking up what Johnny's putting down, it's because Sam was hyping a little bit last offseason, and now he was just saying what he was being told, though. So he has people with inside. So he was putting out what was being told, like the whole quarterbacks performing well in spring ball, all this, fall camp. Obviously, it didn't translate.
Right. And I will say, TJ, last year there was a lot of wishful thinking. Like, we can just make it work on offense. That's not the case this year. It's gonna be stable. Like, and there's so many metrics that back that up. That doesn't even have to do with what's being said inside the building.
I hear you. It's fair. It's all fair points. We just got to go into this cautiously optimistic and just let's be like the left tackle thing. We're gonna be watching that all fall camp, but we're not gonna know till the regular season. But Matthew Miller, give us some final thoughts here and let them know where they can find you, watch you, and then we'll pull up Garrison. And I got to pull him up before I let Maniac get on because those two are gonna go at it if I do that.
Hey TJ,
what up?
TJ, let me just say this: scare money don't make money.
Yeah.
Big bank take little.
I like that, Marmar.
Marmar philosopher, dog.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just type in Voice of College Football Texas. You can find me there. We're going to be doing a Michigan-Texas collab tomorrow with Malachi Lee committing. He's going to go to you guys. I know this already, but I will be there. Talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
That's okay. I will cry with Felix Ojo and John Turntime sitting next to me.
Matt, I got one quick question before you go. How do you feel about Turntime?
I think people were talking about as a guard. That dude's a tackle. The wingspan, the athleticism, he will play tackle in college.
I looked at him as an interior offensive lineman. I'll be honest with you.
Well, his wingspan's already 84 inches.
I know we're battling right now with y'all.
Turntime, man, if he doesn't go to Texas, you know how many times he's just come to Texas, like visited on his own line?
That's why
it's been like 6 times. So it'd be a shock to me. I'd be surprised. I'd actually be more surprised if he didn't go to Texas at this point. If you guys land Lee, than Ojo not going to Texas. That's how I feel.
Well, word is all right. So just so you know, word is if we get Lee, Turntime's going to Texas. If we don't get Lee, we should get Turntime. That's just kind of the word right now. So we'll see though. But we're getting Lee, so it don't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Last thing, PJ.
Yeah, go ahead.
You said you guys are going to finish above Texas. That's why I originally called. Do you want to make a bet on that? Because we will finish.
I don't think
on recruiting.
I did not say that.
That's OD, bro.
Hold on, let me look at the class.
I know Texas is going to finish.
We're going to have 7 top 50 players at the end of this class. I'm just
letting you know. I agree.
Yes. I agree. We're getting one of 2 of Tyler Atkinson and Trenton Henderson. Henderson.
I like Tyler.
One of those 2 is coming to Texas.
Yeah, I knew that Texas was going to be a tough pull, bro.
All right, you already got 5. You already got 2 5-stars too. You know what's funny is our average is higher than yours.
Yeah, because I hate that they do this. We have the number 1 kicker and the number 2 punter in the country.
Yeah, they did it to us.
I know.
They did it to us too.
Yeah, we got like the number 5 kicker.
And like the
number. All right, I'll hold on that bet, but we might do it. Give me. How about this? End of July, we'll talk.
Okay, and also Diabell climbing up those rankings, chef's kiss, because he's going to keep.
Yeah, shout out to him for making that return off that national injury.
Yeah, he's going to be really good, by the way. Like, I actually think has a higher upside than Arch, and that's just me. But
Yeah, Arch is overrated as shit, bro. So
okay. Oh, okay. Wait, before I go, I gotta hit back on that. You're ranking SEC quarterbacks. Where's he rank?
Bro, you can't. It's so hard to rank quarterbacks this year. Like who do you have that's coming back?
Then
that's
why
like,
are you saying that if you can't even back it up with the conclusion? What are we doing?
You did just downplay.
Okay, what traits does Arch have that make him better than like anybody else? Really?
Are you? I don't know. He's mobile as hell. Hits 21 miles per hour on his GPS.
He's
at
mobile.
6'4", 230 pounds.
Nothing else wows me about Arch's game. Yeah, he's mobile.
He has a very strong arm too.
But he's gonna get shit blasted by Georgia D lineman, and it's
we'll see. I'm not like insanely high. I have him as the 4th best quarterback in the SEC, but
that's probably fair.
So we're on the. So what are we doing here?
I didn't know where you ranked him, bro. I joined late. I didn't know where you ranked him. I thought you guys, bro. People put him as like one of the best ranked quarterbacks in the country. I just don't.
No, and that's the thing. Like pisses me off. So I get two sides. I have Joel Klatt as a fucking idiot saying he's the 2nd best quarterback coming into college football. I got in an argument with someone that has 30,000 followers on Twitter yesterday saying Matthew Caldwell, who he brought in from Troy, was brought in to compete with Arch Manning. What are we fucking doing here,
bro? That's insane. Yeah, some people should not have platforms, bro.
No, I'm just like, I'm logical. I'm reasonable. I'm having him as 4th. I'm not like blowing this dude and saying he's the next coming of Christ. Like, what are we doing here, dude? It just pisses me off with people that have big platforms and say stupid ass shit.
The same thing with Drew Aller too, bro. He is not that sweet to me, bro. I just like.
No, he's not. He's got happy.
No, I don't think he's.
I don't think anybody thinks he is.
Why they ride Drew Aller, bro? He's not that good. Especially Joe Klatt does the same shit with Drew Aller. Facts, bro. Like he's not that good. Like
he does. I do like Joe Klatt, but those quarterback rings were kind of crazy.
All right, Matthew Miller. I got to get Garrison. He's got shit to do tomorrow, so I want to get him on. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate you, bro.
Yep.
We'll see you soon. All right,
yes, sir.
See ya.
Here we go.
Beat Ohio. All right, we got Garrison. What up, brother?
What's up? Hope you guys are doing well. Just a quick thing, Matthew, if you're still here, buddy. You said how's a 6'1", 230-pound guy gonna run for 1,000 yards in the SEC? I'm very sure I saw Johnny Manziel do it twice.
He's not.
Hey, Garrison.
He's so far from Johnny Manziel.
Wait. He was 6 foot 210.
He is so
Garrison, why you wearing the Murder Oracle glasses?
These are blue light glasses. These are blue light glasses.
I'm going on mute.
Like you guys have seen if you guys have watched John Mateer play, and again, I watched Johnny when you were going over that, watching him play.
Played garbage team.
And yeah, he did. So did Dylan Gabriel. Sometimes I think we can just see
in Oklahoma.
Okay, all we can go is
sometimes
I feel like Oklahoma, so that was proven.
I'm a believer in Mateer personally.
No, but what I'm saying, what I'm saying is that he went to UCF. He played bad competition. He balled out, but it was very easy to see that Dylan Gabriel could play football, and he showed that at Oklahoma and then at Oregon. I can sit there and watch John Mateer and say, yeah. He's gonna be a dog.
He struggled in the better competition. He did struggle.
Yes, he will, because he has probably the worser team in that. You
can't blame the team. You can't hype him and blame the team.
Johnny, can I finish? And then even on top of that, you brought up that game when he was really bad. The dude ran
bad in like 4 or 5 games.
The dude ran for 100 and a quarterback that has the ability for basically to run for 200 yards in a game. You can do a lot with that. And I think I think that is
like it was one game.
And I think that it's just I think people just want to hate on the guy because he played over there and they didn't play good competition. But I think if you guys were to get John Mateer this year, you would be happy and he would be your starting quarterback.
No one's saying he's ass. Like I'm not saying I wanted
John Mateer.
TJ, would he be your starting quarterback this season?
That's not the point.
That's not the point. He's a good quarterback.
That's not the point.
In the beginning. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the argument. All right, let me make a counter argument. If John Mateer has better talent around him, would he play better against these Power 4 teams? I think it's a fair argument.
Yeah, like Will Howard.
It's a fair argument, but it's not guaranteed. Hold on.
Look,
Will Howard playing Big 12 competition ain't the same as what that man played.
I don't think
Pull
he's
up the
gonna
schedule, TJ. Pull it up. Pull up who John Mateer played.
I don't think he's gonna be bad. And yes, he is surrounded with more talent, but we are underestimating how good Oklahoma is. They're not, bro. They got a decent wide receiver group. Their offensive line is trash.
No, it's not. Wait. It was trash last year. So I think what we should be able to do.
I'm willing to bet they won't be that good this year.
Right? They probably won't be as good as like one of the best in the nation. But the same way that like your guys' offensive line for most of the year was trash, I would sit here and tell you the offensive line is going to be better just by nature of continuity and guys develop. I believe that I'm not saying that Oklahoma is going to have some gangbusters over at the offensive line, but they're going to be better. They have 3 very good wide receivers. They have you guys are one of the best running backs in college football.
I'm not worried about the wide receivers. We play that every year.
Okay, well that's fine, Juju. What I'm saying is that is going to be a good team, and someone still got to play, and you're still on the road with a true freshman quarterback, a suspect offensive line, and going against a good defense.
Okay. Look, just the same point that you just said about offensive line. I feel offensive line is going to be better than Oklahoma's. We stayed healthy and we stayed together, and we have Juan Castillo back, bro. If it's not improved, I will have huge concerns going forward.
TJ, can you bring up Moose's comment, please?
They brought a couple. They brought one O-lineman transfer in from Stanford. I mean, I don't see unless you think they're going to develop a big amount. I don't see who they brought in.
These ones?
Not that one. About Underwood.
Fuck. All right.
I do have that Oklahoma game circle because it's week 2.
Yeah, it's Moose. He says, "Why does Garrison hate Underwood so much?"
Yeah, go for it. I don't think he hates.
I don't see it.
That is the most. Hey, Moose, listen, man. That is the most ridiculous thing you could ever say. I've seen him play live more than you have. So I come on channels and talk about him all the time. I'm the person that says Bryce Underwood. The only way you fail with them is if your coach sucks.
I don't even think you can fail them then, bro.
No, you can. You can fail with really good quarterbacks. I've seen it happen before.
Like, but that man, like I said earlier, bro. I just think he's gonna be good no matter what. How good he's gonna be. That depends on coaching.
Well, but what I'm saying is we've seen coaches ruin quarterbacks. That's happened. My thing is, bro, everyone knows I don't hate Underwood. Come on now.
Yeah, I think so I'll just put it on record. I believe Garrison, correct me if I'm wrong, you said you're actually a fan of Underwood.
Yes, because I cover MHSAA football. I'm always going to cheer for a young man to do well. Unlike you probably, Moose, I don't prey on young men's downfalls. So
that's not true.
I don't wait. Whose downfall do I prey on?
There's a little man called Samaj Morgan.
I don't prey on his downfall. I just know he's trash because he is trash.
Oh,
he got you.
He was misused.
Wait. Is that preying on a kid's downfall? Or is that actually saying what he is?
No, you be talking bad.
What he is. We don't know.
Hey,
he's not elite. Okay. You can't say he's trash. What sample size do you have to say he's trash? What sample size do you have to say Samaj Morgan's trash?
I'll wait for Juju first.
On top of that, outside of Donovan McCulley proving he can go 500 yards, which I think he's going to go over that. I think he's going to get in the 750 range for me. But outside of that, this wide receiver's been handcuffed, dude. What do we know? We don't know anything about these wide receivers.
Nothing.
To answer your question, Samaj Morgan, the best thing he has, I would say, is route running, but he doesn't create separation. He's not fast at all.
Yeah.
At that size, bro, you should want to be an elite athlete. Samaj isn't an elite athlete.
He has to get schemed open.
Yeah, thank you, Drew. He has to get schemed open. Yeah. You can't put him on the outside because the outside is going to get torched. He is I would never want a 5'8" kid blocking for me. He's just in a few years, bro, he's gonna be working for his dad and mom. That's okay.
So Garrison is Elijah confirmed. That's what it is. So Garrison's actually Elijah. All right. Let me get these super chats because they've been waiting patiently. So I got a $4.99 super chat from T. Y'all about to make us endure 20 minutes of him shading our recruits and acting like we ain't beat that ass 4 times with them making excuses for each other.
I'm not
actually. Okay, hold on, Garrison. Let me go on. True story. Garrison called me yesterday. He honestly just wanted to give us props on our class. He thought we were building a really good class. He thinks, hey, Garrison, tell him what you think about Zion Robinson.
Yeah, that's what he told me in the chat, too.
I think Zion Robinson is a better prospect than Andrew Marsh. He runs a 22-meter, 22-second, 200-meter dash. Unless you ran track or not, that's flying.
That is
his dad was an Olympian. He's 6'3", 185.
6'4".
He's going to be better than Andrew Marsh. Just by way of his athletic ability. He has better. He just had to work on his hands. That's it.
So my point that I want to share is like you can have. I promise you can have good conversations with Buckeyes, and they'll be fucking honest with you. Garrison calls me all the time, gives me honest that takes. We just had Dan the Diesel guy, who everyone hates, literally just say it's a toss up with Ohio State. Like these can happen as long as you're respectful to one another. I just want to put that out there, trying to create a little peace. I know we're enemies often, but I'm just trying to say you can have good, honest debate and give. Props to the other side from time to time. It's a thing. Garrison isn't always hating on us.
Wait, real quick, guys. Who do I have? Who do I have as a first team All Big Ten offensive lineman on your guys' team?
Andrew Sprague.
I have been a fan of Andrew Sprague since he was in the high. I'm not here to trash these young men, dude. If I need after they play, I'll say something.
Hey,
Giovanni El Hadi, I thought he was going to be an All-American last year. So come on now.
He's back in his division.
I'm sure TJ appreciates your $4.99 for saying something that's not true about me.
Oh well, I mean, leave my guy T alone. Don't come at my guy T.
I think he does live up to the hype this year at his natural position.
Yeah, I hope so. Why won't Andrew Sprague get a chance at left tackle?
Because
I don't know, bro. I don't know because he's 6'8". He has length. He should. He's going to be great at right tackle. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're talking like you said. I don't know if you were in here. You did hear Blake Frazier is competing now over there at left tackle. So
how big is Frazier, bro? What's his?
He's a big bro. He just cracked
6'5". I mean, look at how tall he is.
Frazier's problem wasn't his technique. He's only been technical sound. It was his weight, and he kept getting hurt.
He was injured though. He was injured.
Where did he get injured?
All right, so they have Blake Frazier listed as 6'6", which is fine for a left tackle.
It's a disclosed injury.
I actually don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know.
It's a disclosed injury.
Y'all don't get that information. I forget about that.
No, I mean sometimes. I had the Mikey Keene injury news, bro. Come on, get at me. All right, so we got Scott here with the $5 super chat. Underwood will make the O-line look. I agree with this. Warren didn't do that last year, or didn't do our O-line any favors. It's true. Bryce Underwood has the ability to escape the pocket and extend plays.
Well, John Mateo would do the same thing. So
it's not just about escaping the pocket though. Davis Warren was terrified. He would escape the pocket too early when he could step up.
That's true.
Right. Bryce is the epitome of I'm throwing the ball first. Even when he's
about manipulating the pocket. Manipulate the pocket.
Right.
Davis Warren was terrified. He's out of there. He did that all year. Even when the games we won, he's out of there.
TJ, did you hear what Bryce said in that article when he went to the Detroit camp?
About how the offense is going to be different.
It's going to be I was like, wow. He said it's going to be something we ain't seen.
Yeah, he's just saying this offense is something you ain't ever seen. Now, we know they're going to run it, but I mean, look, there's been a lot of buzz since spring ball that they're pushing the ball through the air. It has a lot of diversity in terms of creativity.
Schematically.
Did you hear that last year too?
Yeah, but Garrison, here's the thing.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead, Mama.
Can I say something? All right, so listen, I was listening to the commentary on the spring game, and Jake Butt made a point to say that Chip Lindsey do not want any other quarterbacks to finish reps with the football in their hand.
Yeah, I remember.
So I think that's a good.
Oh,
hey, that's my baby girl. But anyway, he wasn't gonna finish the rep with the ball in the hand. So I think that's good.
Bro, Chip Lindsey's he's a good OC, bro.
All right, so I got a super chat. I want to get to Maze Madman super chat because he's right. I gotta correct this. I'm sorry. Matt Miller says $4.99. Where would you rank Mateer in the SEC? I have him fifth behind Lagway, Sellers, Arch, and Nuss. I'll be real with you. I don't know the SEC like that. See, the thing this year, and I agree with Mark Rogers. Mark Rogers has a great point. This is like one of the rare years of college football where there isn't like this like hierarchy of elite quarterbacks. Who is it this year? Drew Aller, Arch Manning, who?
It's Cade Klubnik.
I think it's Cade Klubnik.
It's Cade Klubnik.
I would say I know you guys don't believe in Drew Aller, but the truth of the matter is he's had some of the worst wide receiver rooms in college football for the last few years. He has an arm. He proved he's had an arm. He showed he had an arm in the playoffs. Now he has 3 really good receivers. It's gonna be really fun to watch him this season.
Okay.
I think and Drew Aller has progressed every single season. I think that's getting shoved for some odd reason. Haters don't. You guys don't want to talk about that.
It's something to be said about.
If they don't win it this year, they're fucked.
I don't believe that, bro. Because every season there's a group of teams that can win it all.
Tell me that they're going to be the same next year.
What I'm saying though is in every season there's a handful of teams that can win a national championship. That's
Right,
why I don't believe.
But those handful of teams, bro, Penn State is going to drop off a cliff.
Yeah, just like you guys did.
No doubt, we did, but
we won the Natty though.
We've consistently been better,
bro. If we have a quarterback, we're a playoff team.
That's a lot. That's a lot of people.
The thing about hold on. The thing about Aller is there's something to be said about the it factor, and I haven't really seen it with him.
That's a good point.
They gotta get
something
there.
Something that the stats aren't really quantify. He don't have that it factor. I haven't seen it.
Facts, bro. He had a chance to go with a chance to beat Notre Dame. Fucking pick.
All right, so Johnny, that's fair. That's fair. But my thing is that's one thing.
That's a big thing.
No, bro, not every quarterback has the it factor, but they still ball out.
Bro, these motherfuckers have.
That's a big thing, though. When we talking about
their head coach, bro.
When we talking about winning the national championship, that's a big thing, bro. I was last year. What did I call Will Howard? Bonehead most of the year. But then when the playoffs started and halfway through, I said, "Oh, this dude."
That wasn't because of him. That way, it was.
What are you talking about? See, this is my problem. Why don't y'all give credit to players that do well?
Why are you yelling? Will Howard did not have an it factor. That was a lot of what happened for Ohio State had to do with scheme.
He still has to make the throws. He still has to make the plays.
Yes, Johnny, you're right, but that doesn't mean you have an it factor.
This is bullshit. This is bullshit.
Johnny, just because you.
This is
Johnny, and that's fine, Johnny. Johnny,
let's get negative.
Johnny, that's okay, bro. I'm not gonna yell with you. Like yelling, being loud.
Don't have to yell, but let me talk.
Let him talk.
Let me talk too. You can't just overcut me because you don't like what you're hearing.
He finished.
No, I didn't finish.
Negative, bro.
You trying to knock your own quarterback. Oh, that wasn't him. He made the throws. That's part of having the it factor. When I need a big time throw, you can make it. That's the it factor. Doing your job.
Oregon like that.
So did you guys see that throw from Drew Aller where he had 2 guys grabbing onto him and he whipped it sidearm 35 yards into the back of the end zone between 2 guys for a touchdown?
How often is he doing some shit?
No, but no, bro. The thing is like just because you complete a pass, just because you throw a ball to Jeremiah Smith when he's 5 yards separated from the
players make big time plays and big time moments.
So
what are
again,
we talking about?
Okay, all right, Johnny, I get it, bro. You're being loud, so you're right. I get it. What I'm saying is, oh my God, wait, Johnny, can I finish?
I just want to ask you a question.
This is the thing that you do,
bro. He doesn't.
You don't count for things that aren't quantified through stats.
That's not true.
Factors,
bro, you're talking to somebody who played college football. That's not true.
It doesn't matter. I've heard you talk so much, Garrison. I've realized it because you do it all the time. The same way you were acting like Ohio State wasn't motivated, didn't have extra motivation to win the game.
TJ, can you please let me finish my point?
No, I didn't miss your point. I've heard you. Hold on, CJ. Hold on. Because I've heard him say this stuff millions of times. When I tried to tell him about Ohio State's motivation, they wanted it more. Everybody wants to win. No, everybody don't want to win as bad as another team. If you're motivated by something, you want it more than that other team. Things like that you don't quantify for, and that's what you're missing about the game.
All right, Garrison, you get a rebuttal, and then I'm gonna go last, and we're gonna end the argument. But Garrison, rebuttal. Oh, he took his headphones. I didn't listen. What
okay, so because I don't want to hear anybody yell. So like it hurts my ears, bro. I don't like it. So what I was saying was this.
Turn your volume down, then.
All right, you full of shit.
We're done. Our debate over.
No, like no, I wasn't debating. I'm not even like, bro. Like I can make a point without yelling at somebody. Can I make a point? Like, I'm not trying to argue.
Point, go.
What I'm saying is this: no one's taking away from what their quarterback, what Will Howard did. I'm one of the biggest Will Howard fans. I'm the same Will Howard fan.
Did he ball out in the play?
Oh my god, Jesus Christ! Never mind, dude. Never mind, bro.
All right, guys. All right, Garrison. We'll get you out of here. I know you're getting frustrated. Let everybody know where they can find you, brother.
You guys can follow me on Ohio State, the voice of college football on Mondays and Thursdays. You guys have a good night and try not to yell too much.
All right, good night, Garrison.
Oh God, let's get negative.
All right. Well, all right. I wanted to.
Hey, hold on, TJ. Says the dude with the murder oracle glasses. Come on, man. We can't take that serious.
Oh,
I allow people to speak. I allow people to speak. That's all. Don't
Man, do I love this panel, bro?
All right. I wanted to make a point. Okay. I wanted to. Hey, Maze Man, you're a monitor. Hold on. Damn, there's like fucking options. I've never even done. John does this shit. Let me look. Well, all right. So my point I wanted to make before everybody was, arguing.
Whoa.
Look at his stats in the playoffs, boys. Look at this. Like everyone wants to talk about Drew Aller. Here's the reality. He sucks in big games. He has happy feet.
Exactly.
Look at this. 51% completion percentage against Oregon. 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That's a liability. You got 59% completion against SMU. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Did not help. 52% completion against Boise. 3 touchdowns. Congratulations. You did well there. Then you had but you really didn't. 52% is garbage. 52.2% against Notre Dame. 1 interception. Drew Aller really ain't it. I'm just letting you. He ain't it in big games, bro.
It ain't even nothing to argue about.
How was he against Ohio State? 60% completion, 1 interception. He ain't it. He ain't.
You know what he reminds me of? And it's like not like exactly, but like Joe Milton, right? Like all the talent in the world just can't put it together, bro. If you can't put it together, you can't make the plays in the big time moments. What the fuck good does that do us? Oh wow, he can throw a football 80 yards. What good does that do?
He's like 2 steps ahead of Joe Milton, but I hear you. Like he just ain't it.
Now, he is a little better than Joe Milton for sure, but.
Now, I do got Maniac. We got Maniac. I want to bring him up here. I definitely didn't want to bring him up here when Garrison was on because if you guys thought him and Johnny were going at it, shit. Maniac, what up, brother?
Yo.
Oh, Maniac.
I'm here. You hear me?
All right. Yes, sir.
No, Maniac.
What up, Maniac?
Yo, what's good, man? Yo, I listen, man. Why y'all let TJ? I know Garrison is your boy and all, man, but
I like Garrison.
I listen. Look, at the end of the day,
that's my dog.
First of all, Drew Aller is a fucking bum. Excuse my language. He's a bum. And anybody who says otherwise, their favorite movie is Brokeback Mountain. They watch Brokeback Mountain on repeat. Fucking Drew Aller. He's a bum. He should be playing in the McDonald's League. He trash. Caca-doodle. Get him out my face. Then Garrison come up here. He need to stop being sensitive, bro. That has to be a rule here. We grown men. Johnny's making his point. Don't yell at me. Please don't yell at me. It doesn't make you fucking grown-ass man crying. I'm tired of it. We all grown, man. What we crying for, man?
That's one. And just because I'm raising my voice don't mean I'm wrong.
Yeah, he don't like that because he's sensitive. He's an emotional dude. I don't play that, man. We're grown men. If you don't like it, get out. That's the bottom line. He's quick. You see, this is why he's a hypocrite. He's quick to give Mattia all this credit. But you can't give Arch Manning credit. But what has Arch Manning do? Bro, I'll take Arch Manning over Mattia any day. I'm telling you right now. And anybody in the country would. So how is it that you quick to run to give Mattia credit as this phenomenal quarterback, which is talented, don't get me wrong. But Arch Manning, well, you know, who he's really played. Come on, man. You can't have it both ways. And this is why I always cook his ass, because he's a hypocrite. And he's always saying some retarded dumb shit, and he think he's a fucking Einstein. I'm tired of it. But anyway, I'm here to talk about my team, Michigan. Enough for him. Anytime he want to come up and get clothesline, I'm here to do that. And that's for any OSU fan, by the way. And any Michigan fan that want to jump out the window for OSU, I'll clothesline you too. It's easy work. This is what I do. I do this shit in my sleep.
Yeah, you a buck.
But anyway,
are you looking for Burks?
Yo, bro, please don't mention that clown, bro. He remind me. Bro, anyway, I'm not going to even give him that.
I know
clout.
other people don't. I mean, you guys have your differences. Even me and Garrison got into it today about a certain post. But that's my dog. That's my dog, bro.
No, that's cool. Listen, I'm not saying I can't be cool with him, but bro, at the end of the day, you gotta call out bullshit too. Like if you my man and you doing dumb shit, I'm gonna tell you doing dumb shit. Not because you my man. Like he Juju, he does that all the time, bro. And then once you get passionate, you yelling, I'm not gonna hear yelling. Like I don't like that, man. You too grown to be acting like that. It's like somebody throwing a punch at you and you throw 2 punches back and they say, yo, why you swinging at me? Fuck, you just threw a punch at me. What you want me to do? Hug you? So nah, enough is enough, bro. And that's why I do it. And that's why I do it, because he wants to come on Michigan channels and players. I don't care. Oh, I like your recruiting class. Man, I don't care what you like about my recruiting class. Your team is bums. OSU is bums too. Yeah, I said it.
Bro.
What happened?
This is definitely my fault, bro. I did say let's get negative. Damn.
Yeah. But anyway, recruiting. Just real quick. Just real quick. I know y'all been cooking for almost 3 hours. Look. Yeah. Enough is enough, cornball. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Yeah. It's a lot of internet. It's a lot of, fake thugs in the chat. Anyway, but recruiting right now is on fire. This is what we need, and it's going to continue. So, and also the O-line, guys, be patient. Michigan's O-line is going to be okay, man. Michigan O-line is going to be okay. I promise you that. We got the dogs there. All we got to do is gel, and it's going to take a time, bro. It might take a week or two, but by then, once that O-line hits its stride, it's over.
I'm just real confident because we have Juan Castillo back in that room.
Yeah, we're going to be all right, man. And someone said it, that having Bryce Underwood, he can mask flaws, bro. That in college football, you could get away with that because not everybody's elite. A lot of these dudes are not going to even fucking go to the combine. So Bryce Underwood, even as a freshman, man, he could do things to help out that O-line until they get it together. We just didn't have that quarterback last year. I don't know. Someone said it here too. We was a solid quarterback from going to the playoffs. In fact, if we had a good quarterback, we would have been playing for the Natty. We would have had a good chance to win the Natty because there was no dominant teams last season. And the team that won the Natty, we put them in the headlock and power driving them too. Bum-ass Buckeyes, 13-10. Kind of styling is that, you bum-ass Buckeyes? Fuck out of here.
Fucking Ralph. He wants Dan. Dude, if Dan calls back, Blue Wolverines boycotting me, bro. Can't have it.
Yeah, it's dude. Hold on.
Yeah, go on.
Tell that cornball Carlos to call up. Why he in his feelings? You bum ass. Yo, you know why I'm not gonna go crazy on your channel. Nah, dudes is cornballs. They mad. If you sensitive, homie, stop being sensitive. Y'all wear skirts. Half of y'all wear skirts. Y'all wear skirts with high heels. Clown ass dudes.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? 6'9" Magic Johnson, bro.
How
he couldn't dribble with his damn left hand, bro. I ain't worried about it.
Did you have a good day today?
I had a great day. Good. Nah, but listen.
Don't look at me like that. Dude couldn't dribble with his left hand, bro. You know it.
Bro, Magic. What Steph Curry gonna do with Magic in the post?
Bro, we're talking who is the better basketball. I think he's the better point guard, bro. I just think he's the better
point guard. Steph Curry's a shooting guard.
He's listed as a point guard. I can't do nothing about him being listed as a PG.
Give me a break.
You heard him. You heard him. He said, "Yeah, I am the greatest point guard of all time." Yeah, pop your shit, Steph.
He's a 2 guard.
I mean, you put him out as a 2 guard, bro. He's up there. He's one of the greats, bro.
At 2 guard?
Fucking Kinetics trying to start a war.
At 2 guard?
Or Maniac go? The fuck? All right, I don't know where he went. Fuck, now they want Carlos and Maniac.
Now they want it.
God, I'm trying to be the peacemaker here, man. Everyone's always beefing. All right, how about this? Let's talk some Michigan football. Fuck the bullshit. So, all right, let's do this. Round table. Give us record predictions. Now that more's coming about, we got maybe Blake Frazier at left tackle. Rocky, we've never heard your record prediction. What's your record prediction for next season?
Let me pull up the schedule real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, go for it. Juju, I think, what are you at, Juju? Hey, we'll take one more. By the way, I'll take one more call. We got 10 minutes till the end of the show. We'll take one more call if somebody wants to call in. First come, first serve.
Honestly, I had us at 9-3, but I think we're gonna get to 10-2. I firmly believe it.
10-2. Okay, I F with it. Johnny, where you at, brother?
Yeah, like about 10-2. It's got to be just 2 losses because I got to get in the play. I got to get in the play.
Can't have more than 3 losses.
What are you 2 losses?
I'm so glad you called, dog. How you doing, man? Or how you doing, Maze?
Whoa, man.
Maze done got chopped and cleaned.
Hold
Man, you got your bucket hat. I see you, boy. I see you.
You muted.
Someone's crying, Lord. Kumbaya. What is going on up here, bro?
What up, though, Maze?
What up?
Maze, W interview, bro. W interview.
Meeting the podcast right now, bro.
This is a war zone.
W fucking interview with
shells.
Jordan
I was dodging stray shells in the chat. It's crazy in here.
Fuck the negativity. Let's not get negative no more. That interview was a fucking W, bro.
Yes, hydrate with water, ladies and gentlemen. Water, hydrate.
Bro,
with water.
I'll only hydrate with water if Andrew Marsh gets 3 1K seasons. We've been through this.
That's a fact. By the way, I want to say that if Arch Manning beats that vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus week 1, he's the GOAT for at least a week.
For sure.
That's number 1.
We'll give him a week.
1 week GOAT. I don't care. I don't care if he has Davis Warren stat line. He's the GOAT.
Damn.
Yeah, as long as they get the dub, because them starting 0-1 is more important than Arch Manning stat line. That's that.
Maze, I think it's virtually impossible to throw the pick that Davis Warren did at the goal line.
No, I agree with you. I've tried to reenact that on the video game. It's impossible. You can't do it. Davis Warren found the he found the 1%, the 0.0001%.
He cracked the
right.
pie code, bro. He really did, bro.
He's it. Shout out to my guy, your guy, everybody's guy, Make-A-Wish Warren. But yeah, that was crazy. Secondly, I'm here to defend my friend, everybody's friend, Garrison, as well as Maniac, as well. I want to defend both of these brothers. Garrison, yes, Garrison gets on here. He's an Ohio State fan. He talks about Ohio State glowingly. He talks about Michigan negatively. We hate that. Stop it. And yeah, he's not. And he's, he skates by, but all in all, Garrison's a good dude, man. Garrison is a guy that you can have a conversation with outside of Michigan, Ohio State, and actually, and be edified in some way. You know what I mean? So I feel like you got to give Garrison a break there. And I know this is unpopular amongst a lot of people, including my guy Corey G. I know he's in the chat going, what the F? Kinetics probably in the chat going, what the F? Maniac is going WTF. All of these guys, I get it, bro. But also Maniac, he's a passionate dude, and I think a lot of people misplace that passion with like some, loudmouth New Yorker or whatever. But he's just passionate about Michigan, and I appreciate that. I love that about him. And sure, the octaves can get raised a little bit, but it's not about, him, yelling per se at whoever, although it does sound like that. That is just how they talk in New York. In fact, he's probably whispering in the Bronx when he walks around talking like that. They like, yo, speak up, son.
No, that's a fact.
In the Bronx, he's whispering. But yeah, I just wanted to defend both of my brothers. They're good dudes.
And real quick, Maze. The reason I got heated with Garrison, because Garrison's my dude. He's always on my channel. Shout out to Garrison. Because he tried to slip something through there. You see, when we were talking about Drew Allard, he tried in the it factor, and I brought up Will Howard.
Right.
He tried to downplay Will Howard now.
Right.
Now, when the playoffs was going on, y'all, Johnny, you said he was a bonehead, and you see what Will Howard's doing. And now, when I'm trying to use it to hype up Will Howard because how he played in the playoff, he tries to be disingenuous about it to hype up Drew Allard. And right. I caught it. Sometimes I don't catch it because I'm moderating sometimes on my channel, but I caught it. I hate when somebody downplays somebody that I've seen you hype up in the playoffs, but you try to downplay him after they just won you a championship. Now it wasn't him making the throws. It don't matter if they call the perfect play every time. If that quarterback can't deliver that ball on time and accurately, the play call is who cares?
No, I agree. I know what you're talking about.
Johnny, you been killing me, bro.
And one thing about Garrison is he is a habitual argument winner, or at least he tries to be, right? And he will throw in slick things like that. But it's up to people like you, Johnny, people like myself, Maniac, other people who catch those little things and call him out for it, right? Because he does have to be, he has to be brought to the center for those types of things. Because they were saying wild things about Will Howard last year with his 70% completion percentage. There are people calling him the greatest Ohio State quarterback, by the way. I just saw somebody today on X say that they take him over CJ Stroud and XYZ. That's no joke. But yes, and you do need to be called out when you do things like try to downplay Will Howard after you boosted Will Howard. I 100% agree with that. 1,000%.
All right, let me hit these super chats for the people. We got T here. This Underwood kid is much better than everyone thinks. I've seen it live too. He's not a regular freshman at all. He will set a new standard, but I hope so. I know he's got it. We'll just see how quickly. Yeah, we'll see how quickly he can acclimate.
He's breaking Michigan's passing records year one.
Is there anybody? I've had the pleasure to see him. Is there anybody else on the panel that's seen him live?
Nope, I have not.
I saw him live.
Okay, yeah,
I've seen him live.
He's different, bro.
My little cousins play for Pioneer, Ann Arbor Pioneer. Oh my god.
Oh, he plays for Pioneer?
Yeah, my little cousins play over.
Oh shit, that's what's up.
My cousin actually FaceTimed me while he was playing. That's how I saw it.
Fair enough. All right, so we got Wolverine former in Ohio.
So I didn't see him live.
Yeah. So saw you getting flack on Twitter, keeping receipts. Yeah, I was getting a little flack. Well, fucking bullshit, bro. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of I'm gonna be real with you and Maze and Johnny. I don't know how you feel about it, bro. People hate to see you shining, bro. I'll just tell you that. Like I had some people coming at me like, bro. I could fucking cook you if I was willing to burn people that I know or people that were feeding me info. I'd cook the fuck out of them. But I do that, then I lose. We all lose. Well, I lose, we all lose. So I can't do it. But I mean, I will. I got a plan for those two individuals yesterday that were coming at me.
On X?
Yeah, bro. So I put out a tweet. Fuck it. I'll just, we'll go over it again. So I put out a tweet
I'm sorry, I don't mean to go backwards, but yeah,
let's do it. Good. You're good. No,
I'll get them
because we're gonna get them.
Let's talk about it.
I mean, I might even go live and get them. I don't know. We'll figure out how we'll do
it. It's a done deal, bro.
Yeah, it's done. I mean, Juju's well aware of what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah, we can talk about it. So
essentially, I put this tweet out, and I had two people come at me. I said, all I'm gonna say is, if the text I got is true, then we're up. We're up.
Mm-hmm.
And we are. And after I even put this out, I had an individual from 247 reach out to me and confirm it. So whatever. Long story short, two people are like, "Oh, you don't know none, you fake insider."
You ain't got no insiders.
These Michigan fans?
Yes. But they're just haters, though, you know, at the end of the day. And
Who do you
but
think
like
you is?
shit, but on some real shit, bro, like I don't claim insider. I don't claim that. I've never ever said one time I'm an insider, bro. We talk football, all things football, recruiting, all that shit, and I give my takes on the pulse and the trends of recruitment. And if I do get info, which we do from time to time, I share that shit. That's it. So and what it does, bro, and not to cut you up, but what it does, bro, is it rubs people the wrong fucking way because they don't got it.
Right.
Tell them, TJ, you the real life Iron Man, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist. What's up? What's up?
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, it's all good. I mean, listen, it's bookmark. We'll get them. So whatever.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's weird to be Michigan fans. Like that's just weird to me. By the way, we all know you don't even have to have real news over there at a certain channel that we won't name. Their motto is "Fake it till you make it," as told by Chris Drew.
Bro,
so,
not to go down that road because it's already a fucked up road. But damn, that shit that was dropped about like faking shit. That's
crazy.
I mean, but is it? Because we knew.
I mean, well, yeah, no. I know it's not crazy from that channel, but it's just crazy for them to say out loud to somebody who, you know, writes. And by the way, Chris Drew does a great job writing shows. But to somebody who writes shows to say, hey, if you don't got it, make it up. That's kind of crazy to me.
That is crazy, bro. I could not. I would never, bro. Yeah. I couldn't do that shit. All right, we got Cole here. Heard Keenholes and Insane having mid offs in Ann Arbor South. True story, bro. That's Queen Jolene Land, by the way. And yeah, all right, let's talk about that. That's interesting sound. Then we'll get out of here because we hit the 3-hour mark. But what's your guys' thoughts on Bobby Carpenter's take on the quarterback play has been like? There's days where Ryan Day he says there's days where Ryan Day is thinking to himself, why'd I recruit these guys? What's your guys' thoughts on this?
Didn't Bobby Carpenter say that he would play the Honda McCord over CJ Stroud?
Bro, I'm pro. Hey, listen. Oh, did he say it over CJ Stroud?
Yeah.
He said that?
He said that. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know there's a Buckeye fan lurking somewhere. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure he said he would start the Honda McCord, that all 117 horsepower that he had, over CJ Stroud. So I don't know. I don't believe anything Bobby Carpenter says. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, fine. Well, guess what? I'm buying all the stock in Bobby Carpenter. Those quarterbacks suck, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Dude,
I'm all in.
That receiver room is just so stacked. Like if they're even mid, they'll be all right, bro. It's too damn stacked in there.
All right. It doesn't come into play until you play a team with similar talent and a good defense. That's when it comes into play. What's this quarterback going to do?
All right, maybe this is the fairer question. Do we think Ohio State's going to take a slight step back this year?
For sure.
Like not natty. They want a natty, but I mean, like, do we think they're going to be on the border of not making the playoffs? What's your guys' thoughts on that?
They have no D-line depth, bro. Like they're not confident in their D-line depth. Maybe at edge, but like I don't know how sold you guys are on Kenyatta Jackson. I know they got the UNC guy, but he's not.
I'm not sold on those. I'm not sold on those edges. Coming in, and we learned this also. Coming in and being a backup isn't the same as being a full-time starter. It's not the same. The production and the consistency has to be there. So it's still we hope with that. You know, I know a lot of Buckeye fans are hyping them up like
$80 Wolverine in Ohio. Drop $80 now, 4th hour.
Oh, chill. I gotta wake up early as hell. I'm going up north tomorrow, man. We're capping at 3, bro. Fucking yeah, so save your money. We got next week, boys. We got next week. But Maze, what's your thoughts on this Ohio State thing? You think they're gonna take a step back?
I definitely think they're gonna take a step back. I got them losing 4 games. I'm sorry, not 4 games. I think they can lose 4 games. They have a potential losing 4 games, but I think they'll lose 3 games this season because they are breaking in a new quarterback, a quarterback that, according to Bobby Carpenter, has the coach thinking about why he even recruited these guys. But yeah,
new coordinator.
two new coordinators, one of which just happens to be possibly the worst hire in the history of college football. But you know, the jury's still out. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, fair enough. So I think Ohio State's gonna lose 2 games. I don't know what I mean. Well, I know our game. I think we're gonna win. I really do. So our game's one. We'll figure. Maybe Texas is the other, and then we'll see how they handle the rest. I'll tell you right now. I'd love to see another Big Ten team get Ohio State though.
Penn State. It's
Illinois. Yeah.
Bro, they've lost 8 straight. Things don't stay the same forever. So sooner or later.
That's fair. We did the same. We did a similar thing. So maybe
I still got faith in Franklin for shit, bro. He's just
me
not
either. Who is this guy? Because who is this guy?
It's Rocky, bro.
Rocky, you're right, bro. Why believe in James Franklin? James Franklin, as he showed us in that game that they should have won against Notre Dame. Who? Never mind. I'm not going to rehash that, but he will James Franklin.
Yeah. So, all right, boys, we're gonna call. We'll get some final thoughts here. Rocky, you go first, bro. First time caller. Give us your final thoughts, brother.
Honestly, bro, like I think I'll give you a record prediction. I think we'll go 10-2, and I think we'll lose 2 games that you guys don't expect. I think we're gonna drop 2 early. I think we'll drop Oklahoma and Nebraska and just come off that bye, like lock the fuck in and go like 1 out from there.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be too early for Bryce, and then Sharon's gonna be gone. I can see us dropping those 2 men on the road, but I think we'll turn it around. I think the O-line will gel by that time, and I think things will get turned around. And I'm not as confident in the D-line as a lot of people are. Like, I like the edges, but interior, I know we're deep, but I'm not super high on the talent in the room. I mean, Rayshon's cool. I mean, Trey Williams is all right, but we'll see how it goes.
Fair enough. All right, man. We'll see. I think it's a fair prediction. Marmar, you got final thoughts here, brother? Or are you too busy getting kill streaks?
Hey, listen. We're gonna be in the Big Ten championship.
There you go. And playoffs, right?
I mean, if we go to the Big Ten championship, we already in the playoff.
Fair enough, brother. Fair. All right, we're going to playoffs. All right, Maze.
I'm trying to go back to Indy.
Oh shit! Fuck. Yeah, me too. I'd love to go.
First of all, I think we should move the Big Ten championship game out of Indiana, the state of Indiana, to California.
Rose Bowl or what?
Rose Bowl. That makes all the sense.
I wouldn't be able to go though.
Did anybody go to the Rose Bowl?
Why would you suggest that when I'm right here by Indiana? Come on, bro.
Road trip, man. I'll pick you up.
Man, I ain't got the. I got a good job. I ain't got a great job.
All right. Keep it in Indiana.
I'm sorry. What, Rocky?
Did any of y'all make it to Rose Bowls versus Bama? Was anybody here on the panel?
I did not.
No.
Bro, I was there because I live in California. Like, dude, it was the most thrilling. I thought we were cooked, bro. Like, it was like I thought we were fried. Like, I was crashing out my boys. We do this shit every year. I'm crashing out, and then I don't know what happened, bro. We just switched the turn, bro, and then everybody started crying around me, bro. It was just fucking insane, bro. It was one of the craziest moments of my life,
dude. That's my favorite game. I wish that's like the one game I really wish I was at, man. You know,
that shit was insane.
That game's amazing. It's the best game I've ever seen.
Yeah.
All right, Maze, give us your final thoughts here, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to say kumbaya. Shout out to Michigan Voice College Football and everyone here, and keep supporting these guys.
Thank you.
My guy Johnny also support.
Yeah, his channel as well. And and shout out to you, bro. Like, honestly, and I told you this like privately, you are killing the interview game right now, bro. Like, you guys are doing a great job over there. So if you guys want the interviews with the players, like, they're putting in mad work. He just had Jordan Marshall on. If you guys are interested in Jordan Marshall's take on things and all that, check out Maze Madman's channel. When was that interview? It was yesterday, right?
Yeah, that was yesterday.
yesterday.
Yeah.
So I mean, shout out to the boys over there. Shout out to Maniac. I don't know where he went, bro. He got mad at me or something. Hopefully not. It's all love, but
Yeah.
all good, all good. All right, Johnny, give us your final thoughts, player.
Man, I don't know. I'm ready for the season. This is a long off season, bro. It's moving fast and ain't moving fast enough. But you know, it's all good. We will be doing the call-in show on Sunday, and that's whatever you want to talk about. There's no, oh, we got to talk about Michigan football. Whatever comes up, we're gonna cook on it and do it like that. Saturday, I'll probably do a call-in or a show and then have callers at the end of it, so we can also cook up on my channel, Johnny Olden Jr., and follow me on Twitter, Johnny Olden Jr.
Fair enough. Get at my boy. Let's build Johnny Olden's Twitter. We gotta work. We're gonna work on that. All right. And then my guy here, Cole's like, you ain't been to the UP, or you ain't been up north, so you live in the UP. So I don't live in the UP, but I am gonna be in the UP, dog. So maybe we'll cross paths. If you see me, say what up. Shout out to Troy, bro. Troy, I'm gonna be real with you. I think about this, bro. You were at our damn Airbnb, and I swear, bro, I still kick myself. I should have fucking spent more time with you, bro. I feel bad about
Troy
it.
was
Yeah, bro. So hey, guess what, Troy? Next year, although I know you said like you can't be doing this shit, but next year you come, you let us know. We're gonna be at that same spot. So just get at us, Troy. All right, man. All good. So all right, final show. Listen, good show. Michigan's on a heater. Shit's gonna keep cooking. And boys, I think we need to appreciate this time because one, we landed the #1 quarterback last year. Two, we're about to be I think the next 3 years are gonna be a really great time for all of us. So not only myself, Johnny, Mays, and Maniac and Kinetic in terms of making content, doing shows with you guys, but as a community and as fans, we're about to be on a ride. So let's enjoy it. Let's appreciate the moment and all that shit. So, all right, boys, that's the end of the show. Next show will be Tuesday, 8 p.m. Although I will say this, and now that I got Mays here and Johnny, when's the next Avengers show, boys?
Oh,
beginning of the month. Beginning of the month.
We got to figure it out. We got to do one. It's about time because the season's coming. We definitely got to do one in July, if not one.
Absolutely.
Actually, over, ain't it?
Yeah. And we definitely got to do one because I haven't. We got to do something for the members on my channel. We haven't done a members only or anything for you guys. We will though. Trust me. We'll
July. It's going down. July will be the return of the Avengers show, and we'll do it throughout the year as well. So,
absolutely.
All right, boys. Thank you for tuning in, and as you guys know it, as always,
go blue.
Go blue.